Hello, welcome to the Guiricast for our first, well, not our first live stream ever, but our first StreamYard stream live ever. I'm your host, Nick Belford, today. I'm joined by the wonderful Alex Ashmore and Chris Marquez. How are you guys doing?
Doing very well, thank you. How are you, Nick?
I'm good. I'm seeing the feed going live as we speak, so I'm glad this one's worked this time. The last time I was in charge of this kind of thing, it went really peaked on. And how are you doing, Chris?
I'm doing very well. How are you? Very well, you said?
Yeah, a bit apprehensive. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of obviously videos circulating around showing all the atmosphere around La Rosaleda at the moment. We know we've got Matt there at the minute who's soaking it all in, making us very jealous that we're not there ourselves. But obviously we're on the cusp of a big game. Survival could be achieved by the end of this game. So what
It has to be
so
achieved.
far? How are you guys
this game.
feeling?
Don't you think? It should. It has to be. I don't know. I'm feeling nervous. I'm feeling nervous all week. My shit meter is very high. I don't know how your shit meters are.
Probably not as high as yours, if I'm honest, Chris. But yeah, I'm feeling apprehensive. As I said, feeling
What's
nervous.
wrong,
Yeah.
Alex?
We're
How's your
2
shit
minutes
meter?
into the broadcast, and we've broken Alex already.
Yeah, my shit meter is good.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Well, I'm glad that we're all a little bit nervous because it'd be weird if he wasn't. Like you say, it is all coming down to this. At the minute, Malaga sit 5 points clear, if I remember rightly, of the relegation zone. But obviously, welcome Burgos to Malaga today, and other games happen at the same time. So obviously, the funny thing that La Liga and Spanish Segunda like to do is put games on at different parts of the weekend. So you could be playing on Friday night, Saturday afternoon, Sunday evening, Monday night. And now we've got it so that all 4 of the relegation matches are happening at the same time. So at least we will know at the end of this 90 minutes where we stand, whether we've survived, whether we're still a point ahead. Let's not forget we can still lose this game. But if Real Sociedad B lose and Amorebieta lose, then it's all safety as well. So, yeah, looking quite good, guys.
It's 9 options we have.
Oh, we've heard the 9 options, the 9 lives.
I forgot about them already, but yeah, we have night life, 9 lives, night lives. Yeah, we also have a night life. But I'll be working tomorrow.
There's definitely a lot that could happen, isn't there? So I think, yeah, you know, it's going to be a tense watch. Though, to be fair, a sellout crowd. I've never been amazed by such a response, especially seeing throughout the week sort of the pictures. You know, people doing the screenshots of the ticketing allocation and sort of showing just that sea of grey sort of sweep around every corner of the ground. And when we got it through yesterday, or on actually no, sorry, it was on Friday, wasn't it? With it just a complete sellout, I was in awe. I thought, what a bloody response.
For a Segunda División club, it's amazing.
Well, that's it. Yeah, exactly. You know, people make a lot of bones about obviously supporting, you know, there's a 3rd division game in the UK that's got 70,000 people going to it. But, you know, what a response here.
70,000?
Oh, well, yeah, we had, check this one out, Chris. We had a game between, I think it was Sunderland Portsmouth, if you remember, Alex, and 85,000 people were at Wembley to watch that game.
Really?
It's mental.
But what was it for?
But they are 2 massive clubs, and it was a cup final, so it was a little bit of an anomaly. That's the way to say it. But to be fair, this weekend, if you think about it, we've got a sellout at La Rosaleda for Malaga and Burgos, and we've also got a sellout at Las Palmas as well, the Estadio de Gran Canaria, completely sold out as well for their game too. So, you know, it shows the strength that there is in the Spanish Segunda. And to quote friends of the podcast at the Spanish Segunda show, Segunda does not mean second best. So do you think the atmosphere is going to make a big difference today? I think, to be fair, in the last few games, it certainly has done.
I think so. And I think, you know, Matt said it on a number of occasions. Malaga fans are one of, if not the best in the division. And, you know, the atmosphere that they create, I really do think it is a 12th man. And, you know, there's the argument that potentially Burgos are on the beach, as they say. You know, they don't really have to play for anything, so are they that bothered? But then also there's the argument that if they're not playing for anything. They could play more freely. So it'll be a nervy affair, but I think the fans will give the Malaga that extra boost.
No, definitely.
Yeah. And what do you think, Chris? You obviously, being originally from Benalmádena, you'll know more about the strong support that Malaga has on days like this. Are we talking maybe last time we saw such an amount of fans in the ground, the Champions League days, maybe?
No, I think it was Primera División, just Primera. Stadium is full, and we used to have a full stadium, I think.
Oh, definitely. Well, hopefully the crowd can really get behind everybody today. We've had our first comment so far, and to be fair to NHE, he commented at 10:05 UK time, which I imagine would be 10:06 in the Spanish time, but saying "Let's go, lads!" And he's also written already saying "Greets from." Is that Ceuta? You guys might be able to know better than me.
Ceuta, the little Spanish enclave in Morocco.
Lovely.
Oh.
People watching from Ceuta. Wow.
Across the Med. So thank you very much for joining us at NHA. If you want to obviously make your comments heard and seen, we'll bring them up as many as we can. Do get involved. This is a watch along for all. My commentary is a little bit rusty, but hopefully it's a little bit better than that American guy that's usually on the Live Score app or La Liga TV, because he's just dry.
Do you guys remember the one time when I was in Madrid, I think, and it was Malaga Cartagena, and I don't know, I couldn't get the words out properly, and I made it out that Cartagena had scored, but they hadn't, and you guys were getting really nervous because I was about 20 seconds ahead. And then, they went on and they missed. But obviously, it was just me being 20 seconds ahead and not getting the proper words out just made it all a bit of a confusion.
Yeah, this is going to be the fun thing, because I think between the three of us, we've all got different streams in action. Obviously, myself and Alex here in the UK, but I'm sporting for Live Score. Alex, you've got another arrangement. And obviously, Chris, you're over in the Netherlands. You've got your stream over there. So it'll be interesting to see who's a little bit ahead. If not the fans that might be watching to our alternative comedy, maybe they'll be the ones to let us know going forward. We are hoping to bring live pictures from inside La Rosaleda as well. So Matt is currently on his way in, I believe. He's just texted us.
If we are allowed.
Saying that he's going to give us a little walk through, maybe, just so we can get a sense of the atmosphere, maybe, just see how many people are actually in there too, let's not forget. But as we can see scrolling across the bottom, we have also had our team sheet come in. So just to show this fancy video that we're playing now, let me just pop it up into here for us. So in goal, as always, we're going to have Danny Martin starting, and I'm thinking a back four of Ishmael Casas, Escassi, Pyburns, and Victor Olmo. A midfield of Alex Febas, Luis Munoz, and Gennaro. And then up top, Dani Lorenzo, supported by Vidillo and Pablo Chavarria.
Do you think it's a 4-3-3?
It looks like.
I think it's a 4-4-2.
I think he might go to a back three, To be fair, the 4-3-3 on that picture is probably more for my editing skills than it is actually trying to plan things out. But, we saw in the game against Tenerife that Gennaro kind of went into a back three, didn't he? And we had, I think it was Febas, Luis Munoz, and Dani Lorenzo in midfield that worked very, very well. And then we had Vidillo and Brandon Thomas up top. So maybe this could be a Vidillo and Pablo Chavarria, because that's surprising to me as well. I didn't see him start. I thought Sekou might come in.
Yeah, you just never know.
Well, I think definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a problem for us, but I think it's a good thing for Malaga, because the rival doesn't know how we're going to play.
Do you think Brandon Thomas is going to be a miss today?
Definitely.
I think he works hard, and even if he doesn't have a great game, he's going to, as Chris said on the pod this week, work his socks off, and you need players like that in games like these. So, I think hopefully the manager, Pablo Guede, will be able to encourage the players to step up, and, someone will be able to fill that hole. But I do think he'll be a miss for Malaga.
Yeah, it's like you said, what he's I say lacked in front of goals. He still is on. I think it's 9 goals for the season so far, which is a damn sight better than any other players in the squad. I think I was comparing ourselves to Burgos this morning when I was looking at the statistics, and they've got at least 2 or 3 players that are notching in decent figures, whereas we really only have the one. But it's like you say, it's what he makes up for it in his industry and how his work rate as well. He is a real nightmare to defenses at times, isn't he, Chris?
Definitely. I'm a bit scared, guys, but also confident. I have mixed feelings. At the start of the week, I was quite easy until I was pretty calm until we recorded our weekly podcast, and then I was after that my shit meter went higher. How's your shit meter now, guys?
That's normal.
Normal shit meter?
Yeah. I remember when Malaga played Depor in the playoffs, and I was really nervous. I think now that because we got 3 points against Tenerife, I'm a bit more confident. And sort of that put me a bit more at ease, I think.
Really?
I think that's what it's felt like as well, hasn't it? That even people outside of the club have been making comments in terms of saying that's pretty much after that win, Malaga being safe now, and that this is going to be potentially a walk in the park for Malaga against Burgos. But I don't know, like you say, this team is a team that beat us 3-0 away, if I remember rightly. And let's not forget as well, something that I didn't really consider until I saw it on the news just earlier. It is incredibly hot down in Andalusia at the minute, sort of like national emergency temperatures getting through there. So it's going to be a long old slog for these players as well, playing, 90 minutes of football in that kind of heat.
Yeah, definitely.
24 degrees at the moment, and that's like, to play football in that is tough. And, you need that extra little bit of fitness. So
yes and no. You and me and Nick would, but Malaga players wouldn't.
I definitely would.
I suppose they're used to the heat,
yes.
But it still can take its toll on the fittest of players. It's not, no one's a machine. We're all human. So
and let's call a spade as well. We've got Pablo Chavarria starting up front as well, who's not proven himself to be the fittest of players in our squad, to say the least. So I think it might be a bit of a tough afternoon for him potentially. So it's going to be a fun one. What about Burgos? Obviously they came up into division last year. Last season they got promoted, didn't they? So they've made a good old slog at it. I think looking at their squad, they've kind of maintained a lot of the players where they came from, or certainly signed well from the lower leagues as well. Do you think that they'll be happy sort of finishing in this 12th position? Do you think they thought they would be in the relegation scrap alongside us?
I think many people would have thought that, but I think, I'm sure Matt would have high praise for their sporting director. I'm not sure of his official title, but Michu's obviously done well in the recruitment side of things. And, I think in general, I think they've done well. I think with a club, usually with Segunda, I think if you get the recruitment right, you don't have to spend big. And I think it's all about getting the right players, not necessarily the most expensive and not necessarily, the ones that are going to score you the most goals. It's about making a squad as it is with most leagues. But I think more so than ever with Segunda, because you need to be consistent. And they've found a group of players that they can be consistent with.
Let me tell you this, guys. Do you guys trust bookmakers?
No, because every time, say I put a bet on Man City to win, they always draw or lose. So no, I don't.
Well, welcome to my world.
If you want your team to lose, get me to put a bet on them to win.
Nobody wants their team to lose. If you want your team to win, you never bet?
I never bet on my team. Let's put it that
Me
way.
neither.
I can't take it, especially if that was the one that meant the bet was lost. I'd just be inconsolable on 2 fronts as well.
I'd only ever bet for my team to win.
Okay.
Yeah. But what if they lose?
Yeah.
They'll be double devastated.
Definitely. Well, hopefully we get some people join us. I know we're in their pre-match interlude at the minute, so we have got a balmy one person joining us at the minute, and that might be one of us. To be fair, just checking that the stream's working. So
no, that's our friend from Celta.
Oh, it's got up to 2 now as well, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So, but I imagine when the game kicks off, we'll be inundated by Malaguistas and Malagueños from Spain and abroad joining us for a little watch on, because, like you say, we are going to have a good old fun chat. A bit of a Guiricast live, I'd say.
And let us know how your sheet meter is.
Yeah, put it in the comments. Let us know how your. I'm going to have to say this without laughing. Shit meter.
Shit meter. Yes. How
And,
scared are you for this match? We call it the shit meter since today.
Yeah, get your thoughts and opinions across to us. Let us know what you think. Score predictions are always good. I know we don't like to do them on the Guiricast, but I suppose, guys, just to put it out there amongst you, do we have any score predictions for this game? If I give you a bit of insight to where I'm potentially operating, there is a graphic for 5-5 that's ready and primed to go up if needed.
No, that's stupid.
Man United versus West Brom, final day of the season.
we need a win. In the meantime, I'm searching for the
betting odds.
Yeah, for the betting odds.
I'd say people have us as favourites, to be fair here. But, Burgos are in not in good form at all. Just looking at the last 5 games, draw, 2 losses, a draw, and a win there. Obviously, in comparison to ourselves, with 2 wins in our last 5 and another draw, we did have those 2 losses as well, but still a much improved picture on form from where we were under our previous manager. Pablo Guede, just to ask you guys, just with what's been going on at the minute in the club as well. So we can see, for example, there's no Antonin in the squad today, Kevin again. Are these the kind of the changes or the attitudes that have been made that maybe Jose Alberto and Nacho Gonzalez didn't make? Has he sort of like cut his cloth and said, if you're not prepared to, if you're going to do daft stuff, or if you're not going to prepare to put shift in, then you're not being involved type thing?
I think he has, and I think he definitely has that. I think that respect. I think the players have more respect for him. I'm not saying the players didn't respect Nacho and Jose Alberto, but I think he commands that respect. And if you don't perform to your best, he will drop you. No bother. And I think that's a good thing about a manager. I don't think he should be afraid to drop a player, even if it is supposedly the best player on the team. Because if every player has their bad weeks or bad games, so it's all about trying to find the best combination, the best 11 for that day. And if it's not the best team that you would originally put out, then that's fine.
Yeah, there's obviously, I say there's a lot of mystery that surrounds Kevin at the minute, because we don't necessarily know why he's been dropped compared to Antonin. We kind of know what the issue is there. For such a young lad, at the very start of his career, is it strange that he isn't in the squad?
This is Antonin.
Kevin.
I think if you'd asked me maybe 3 months ago and he was still not in the squad, I think yes. But I think probably what Pablo Guede has realised is maybe he's had a really good run of games this season. He's had some games where he's not performed as well as he should/could have, and I think maybe Pablo Guede is realising that he's a young lad. He doesn't want to push him over the edge. He doesn't want to burn him out. So I think probably he's more than anything probably trying to protect Kevin and not trying to damage his confidence too much. And he's only, how old is he? 20.
19.
So, yeah, I think it's more of a case of we know he's young, so it's more of a case of protecting him and ensuring that longevity, I think.
Oh, just to give you a little update, if you are able to watch on the live stream, Alex, they are currently unfurling the tifo at the Fondasur. Looking very, very impressive. So, Malaga really going for it today. The home support right behind their team. Got a couple of comments in as well. First one from Kay Quinn. He says, it's very loud in here already. Memories of the Depot playoff game. So probably very, very similar. Obviously in very, very different circumstances, which is, the really sad thing. But I tell you what, if they can keep up this spirit and keep on backing Pablo Guede in this way, I don't think we'll be in this kind of situation for much longer. And then we've also got Dimitri Holster. He says, Gamba. I hope that's a good thing.
Even my Spanish. I mean, I know gambas is technically prawns, but I'm sure it means something else in this situation.
Maybe Dimitri can let us know on that front. We've completely, I don't know where Chris Marquez has gone for this live stream. His camera went off and he disappeared. So yeah, I've just temporarily removed him from the stream, but he should be back hopefully very, very soon.
I think his young Malaga hooligan Javi is getting quite keen for the game.
Yes, definitely. I'd imagine my young daughter Ruby, who, as you saw today, Alex, was demanding that she has a boyfriend.
That was quite funny. I did see that.
Yeah, it kind of shows the way that my day's gone. But we shall leave that there type thing. But wonderful tifo by Fondasur there, with the massive Malaga logo on there, the club emblem, and also, picturesque parts of the city. So if you can, hopefully someone's got a decent picture of that from there. And we're still hoping that Matt Harrison might be able to join us to bring us from live inside La Rosaleda. I know we had a little chat with him from Bar Hermanos Madrid before the game, even though he couldn't hear us at all. Yes, and Dimitri, just to let us know, he is definitely on the gamba, which is the prawns. So looks absolutely delicious. Chris says he's going to be back in 5 minutes. The little one is going mental.
I must say that picture of the prawns, Dimmy, does look very nice. I hope you're enjoying them.
Looks delicious. It's making me very hungry as we speak, but we are preparing ourselves to be sat here for the next couple of hours. Alex, bring in all the latest news. Have you managed to find a stream?
I have. Well, I'm sort of, I've got one up on my phone. I'm going to try and get it up on the telly now because I like the big screen. And
yeah.
Well, I was sort of trying to make myself believe I was in Malaga, but cloudy conditions here, so it doesn't really work.
It must be said that when I saw the picture, first it was Christian who put his, and it was a little, a little glass of Victoria at La Pecha. I was like, very jealous. Then he was meeting up with Matt, and I was like, that makes me more jealous. And then Matt put his picture on. I was like I said, I wish I remember I hate you all. So, like I said, I was so jealous. And I'd love to have been there today. I'm sure you were the same, Alex, as well. How good would it have been to be at this game at a full stadium, full La Rosaleda?
Nothing quite like it. And I think even this may be a bold comment, but I think obviously a 90,000 seater stadium is a wonderful atmosphere. But I think there's something quite special about, and I'm not saying La Rosaleda is small, but in comparison with the bigger stadiums of the world, having 30,000 people tightly compact into a small space, it really gives off, it's quite not hostile, but you can really feel it when you're there, and it sort of makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, really, because it's it's a special thing to experience.
I think especially in the Spanish style, maybe even more orientated to Southern style, Spain style stadiums. We saw midweek, obviously Rangers against Eintracht Frankfurt, and the noise and how many fans were in there. I imagine we're going to get similar pictures today at La Rosaleda as well, where it's just going to be shoulder to shoulder, really. And I, for one, cannot wait to see how the players reacted. He might even respond better to a full stadium than they did to our emotional video, Chris.
Oh, Chris is on
mute. I was muted. Here I am.
On mute.
I was on mute. Oh, I can only hope and pray.
And I think they would do, to be fair. And that win against Tenerife will really, really have galvanised the players. To go away to the Canary Islands is difficult against any of the teams there. especially with that island bias. But then to have the Tenerife being, in the top 4, having the best defense in the league, being dangerous on the counter, the fact that they managed to ride that out and come away with the result and not just snatch a result either. It was comprehensive in the end, in the grand scheme of things, can hopefully mean that they put Burgos to the sword today. But, Burgos have got dangerous players, starting with a dangerous manager as well. I find it quite amusing that Julian Calero is the manager, who is Ivan Calero's father. So hopefully Ivan's had a word in his ear and said, look, don't want to be out of a job, Dad. Can you do me a favour today and maybe just chuck this game? You've got nothing to play for. But even some of the players as well, you look at, and I'm going to completely bastardize this, but is it Pablo Valcarce or Sarce? Valcarce. 10 goals and 6 assists this season, which is brilliant, really, for a player who's come up from Segunda B.
I've just seen the tifo on the pitch. Did you guys see the big flag?
We did, yeah. I was just saying how quality it looked as the players are coming out onto the field now, captained by the king himself. It's fantastic to see him back on the pitch as well, isn't it?
Who'd have thought if I'd asked you guys, when did he get injured? Was it February or January?
I think it was before that, to be fair. Luis Munoz. It was, dare I say, October, November?
Yes, October, I believe.
Yeah, if I had said to you guys, do you think he'll come back? I think I would have been doubtful myself.
Yeah, me too.
This is always the fun bit as well from the live score app, is it gives you what they think is going to be the formations. They've gone for a 4-4-2. They've got Alex Febas out on the right wing, and then they've got Luis Munoz playing up top with Pablo Chavarria. I think it's safe to say that's probably not going to happen. Referees resplendent in pink as well, if you've both got your streams up too.
Mm-hmm.
We are literally moments away from kickoff here. So I think maybe just to remind people, if they want to look at our really fancy video that we've made just for the live stream of what that team lineup is going to be. So we're going to have Danny Martin in net once again. Hopefully a back four of Ishmael Casas, Escassi, Pai Burns, and Victor Olmo. It's going to be Febas, Luis Munoz, and Gennaro in midfield. And then up top, it's Pablo Chavarria, supported by Danny Lorenzo and Arto Video. So we say that will be the team in a 4-3-3. We never know what it's going to be under Pablo Guede. He's definitely got a trick up his sleeve most of the time. Do you reckon 3 at the back for definite? That's where I'm sitting now. I think we've played too well with that system for us not to go down that route again.
Has he got the Dolce & Gabbana trainers on? I think he does.
Oh, this could be
or he's got a new
cast first.
I'm just trying to have a look at the formation as the players.
By the way, I have the bookmakers.
Oh yes, the odds.
The odds. They pay €1.83 for a Malaga win. They pay €3.40 for a draw, and they pay €4.75 for a Malaga win.
Oh wow!
Crazy.
Burgos are the favourites.
No, we are the favourites.
We're the favourites.
We're just favourites, yeah, on that one.
Oh, sorry. So you said Malaga €1.83 for a win.
Yes, and right. Burgos €4 and something.
Yeah,
€4.75, almost €5.
Sky Bet and what other bookmakers are available are saying similar things.
Well,
does that surprise you guys?
No.
No, I think to be fair, the rhetoric has been that we are slightly favourites for this game, especially with the results we've had and the results that Burgos have had. I think, like you say, because we've got to win this game. I think Pablo Guede's team talk's been done for him. Really, get out there, secure survival at home, and don't leave it to anything at Lugo. Because even though Lugo are in poor form themselves, you don't want to go away to is it Galicia, Alex, where Lugo is?
Yes, Galicia, not far from where I used to live in Santiago de Compostela.
That's the one. You don't want to go there the last game of the season with it all still to play for, do we? So
no.
Hopefully we can get this wrapped up today. The Tifo has just been taken down on the south end. We were hoping to get Matt to give us a bit of insight. Maybe he'll come at halftime. Maybe we can lure him out with the promise of viewers in there.
And we have started on my end.
We have as well here.
Yeah, I'm a little bit behind you guys, so you'll be shouting before me on that front. We are just about to get started. Don't forget as well, we're going to be bringing you all the latest scores from around the grounds as well, playing at the minute. All the relegation rivals kicking off at the same time today. So any changes that happen, Alex, you're going to bring them to us as well, aren't you? So
yes,
we are finally underway here as well. We've got a message from David Wewell. Hopefully I've said that right, David. I do apologise if not. It says, evening all and vamos Malaga. Watching at home and listening to us. As I'm watching it here, the ball is back with Danny Martin. And I think it is definitely looking to be a bit of a back three. Gennaro is certainly playing alongside the back. Whether he's just sitting in front of Pi Burns and Escassi, I'm not sure. But Guede does like to keep us guessing.
He does.
My shit meter's all the way up to 10 now. Or 9.5.
Oh.
What point do we get to where on the stream you have to just leave?
How high is your shit meter, Alex?
Alex is watching Spanish cartoons.
Yeah, I don't know what Alex is watching.
Alex,
you're watching Malaga. What the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to get YouTube up, but the masked singer came on.
Don't say where you're looking it on. You can't say those things.
Yes, the masked singer came on, and I don't know.
In Chinese.
Have you guys got your mandatory victorias as well?
I do not actually, no.
We're trying to get the sponsorship, aren't we, Chris? So if you're watching, send your Victoria.
I don't have, but they don't sell them in Holland.
Do they not? You'll have to come and do a booze cruise. What's the nearest Tesco to Dover?
Yeah.
Do a reverse booze cruise and come and get.
Does every Tesco have them?
Every Tesco, yeah, and for
in
the
England,
Northerners that may be listening, Booths do as well. Booths is very nice. So
what does a box cost?
You can get 3 of the big ones for £5, or a pack of 4 is like £6, something like that.
So like around €8.
Maybe, yeah, something like that potentially.
That's horrible.
Imported goods.
€8-9 for 4 cans of Victoria.
That's quite expensive, actually.
Yeah.
Comparing it to Andalusia, definitely.
But if you look at Nick, you see a rich guy.
It's not a rich guy thing. It is.
It doesn't matter.
It's the wanting to drink the Victoria when you're watching Malaga. Yes. It's got to be done. It's a rite of passage, and like you say, you can obviously get really cheap beer here as well. God, you can get Asda's own brand for like 90p a can. It's just not as good.
You are definitely the guy that goes to Tesco for lunch and doesn't grab a meal deal.
I try not to grab meal deals, to be fair, because I eat them every day and it doesn't really help my waistline, unfortunately. But
I love the meal deal. When I was in London, I would have breakfast, expensive breakfast, because you pay like €40 for a 2-person breakfast in London. But I wanted my English breakfast because I think I love it, and it's what you're supposed to do in England. Have an English.
What's your go-to meal deal, Chris?
And then for lunch I always had a meal deal, or I just would buy 2 meal deals because London is so expensive.
Oh, it's ridiculously expensive. But we've got a chance here for Burgos, so I think you're probably ahead of me, to be fair, guys. But I'm watching a free kick routine in action.
Yeah, let's stick with the match.
But it's well cleared there by Pablo Xavier. Surprising addition to the starting lineup today. I thought we'd see Sekou starting, especially with him playing more recently. Was it against Las Palmas he started? or was he at home to Oviedo that he started? One or the other, but he seemed to have seen a lot more football under Guedes recently.
Oh, Burgos intercepts the ball. Burgos with. Oh, it's Escassi who clears the ball. What a moment! A mistake from a Malaga midfielder. I didn't see who it was, but a pass which was too short comes in the hands of a Burgos player.
Just gonna look at it here, yeah. You can just see Olmo cuts inside.
And Escassi, great defending.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love Escassi.
It was Gennaro, to be fair, but sort of similar kind of thing that happened against, was it Ibar, where he was sent off for a late challenge, if I remember rightly.
He was sent off a few matches.
Yeah, he likes getting sent off, doesn't he? But yeah, that's a bit.
I'm scared. My shit meter is very high now. Vamos Malaga. Come on, the boys.
We had a little message from Jorge Perez saying Venga.
Venga, vamos. This is crazy.
Did he miss out boys on the end of that venue?
Yeah, I was going to say the Venga boys are coming. It's a nice little corner routine from Burgos that we've just watched. So it looks dangerous, but can Luis Munoz break here for Malaga? No, he can't. It's well defended.
Burgos looks a bit better at the start.
I was going to say they've definitely not come here just to partake, have they? They're here to pick up points and here to play football. More importantly,
I'm scared, huh? I'm very scared.
And I confirm Pablo Guede. I don't think he is wearing the Dolce & Gabbana's, Alex.
I did look, but it kind of looked. I think he was. They're not. They haven't got that gold and black on them that they usually do. So I think it's just.
No.
I was
thinking
you guys
as well.
Very scared.
Interestingly, a win here today could actually take us above Lugo going into the last game of the season. How crazy would it be if Malaga could get two decent results to end the season with, and technically could finish, I think, 12th?
Well, if, as Sergio said it on the WhatsApp, if we finish 12th, we get 1.3 million compared to if we were finishing just above the relegation zone. I think we only get 600,000.
Wow, so it's a big incentive to win these two games then from a financial perspective as well. Then so, yes, definitely.
Okay, guys. So we didn't talk about the ref yet, and I think we should talk about it because a lot has been said in the media about the ref. The ref of today is González Esteban, and he is from the Basque Country. Big chance for Malaga.
Through on goal. Oh, how can he get it?
Oh, how can you miss that?
How's he?
Oh, Malaga.
Oh, he passes it across.
Your feed is so much further ahead than mine. It's like teasing me now.
Oh, Malaga should have made the 1-0 there. And Fadia with a shot. Oh, just gone over.
We have a goal not in the games around us, but Zaragoza are winning 1-0. Sorry, they won last night. I
was going to say they played last night.
You're really good up to date, Alex.
I saw that. I was like, I looked across at the date and it said,
wow.
Oh, been a long day at work. That's my excuse.
Yeah, just watching the chances here. Well, they were queuing up for them, weren't they?
Oh, I can't believe it.
This is the one thing I think I've noted over the season.
What a chance.
Players seem to take too long on the ball when they could just get the shot off. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. I think there's been a number of occasions where we could have scored, but the player tries to hang on to the ball for too long and looks for that perfect.
No, but he does everything right.
Apart from the finish, which is
the cross. It's the cross. But if the player would be when you look back, I don't know who the player is. Maybe I think it's Chavaria. Fadio puts the cross in. I believe it's Fadio. I don't know. Or who it was, but wants to put the cross in, but the player walks too far. So he gets in line with the defender from Burgos, and then he can make the pass. So I don't know. Oh man. Nick, did you see it?
It's all coming through now, yeah. So I saw the chance where Video had an opportunity to lay it back across for, I think, Fabas. But I think he picked the wrong player for definite.
Yeah, but he couldn't make the pass to Fabas because Fabas walked through to the keeper, towards the keeper. And
I
then
thought he probably could have taken the shot himself, to be fair. It wasn't exactly a tight angle. It wasn't easy, but still
maybe.
good chance to get a corner maybe or something like that.
But what a chance. Wow. Malaga's getting better. Maybe it was the start, but Malaga was nervous. You know, if I would go to my work and I see 30,000 people standing on the street shouting to me while I'm sitting on the bus, I would be scared as well.
Burgos are really, really pressing though, aren't they? Like say, trying to win the ball back high up the pitch, and they just, like I said before, they're not here just to roll over for us. Unfortunately, we've got a game on our hands.
I heard Alex, and I don't know what's happening. Alex,
what's happening?
Alex,
I don't know what's going on. I've had a notification telling me that Malaga have scored.
Really?
But
we will have to wait and see.
Oh, it's coming.
Respective streams.
Here we are. Malaga throw on goal. It's Chavarria. Well, it stakes it around the keeper. He puts it in. 1-0 Malaga. Vamos. Oh, no. Sorry to ruin the party, lads. I think we have a VAR interruption.
Oh, don't say things like this. I'm so far behind.
The goal's been cancelled. It's 0-0. Chavarria is offside by about a yard.
Oh, yeah, you can see, he was definitely, I've just watched it now. He was definitely off.
I can't handle this.
That's the right ball, though, to be fair, though, isn't it? That, he's still got his legs in it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
If I'm not having a heart attack before the 95th minute.
Not to fire to, what is it? Or brush air onto fire, whatever it's called, but the Basque refs, Chris.
I don't know if you're listening. How are your hearts? My heart is pumping, and I have 2 of these matches this week.
I'm getting a bit nervous.
You do. For what? I've just put it out on Twitter as well to come and.
VAR.
I think he's going to go and have a look at it, isn't he?
Oh, it's going through VAR.
But yeah, I'm just gonna. Anyone who wants to get involved, share your comments. We'll get them up on the screen, and we can talk about anything.
And let us know where your sheet meter is.
Exactly. We want to know how much is your heart beating at the minute. It's going to VAR. Does he wave this away? You probably know more than me.
I don't know.
He's definitely. I think he's definitely off.
What is he doing?
Yeah, I think maybe they're looking at the right back, but I think he's just leaning a little bit ahead. Lovely finish, though, to be fair, to go around the goalkeeper. For a player that's not played that much this season, it's quite a tidy finish, really.
It was. Malaga is starting, but Burgos is coming again. Burgos, great interception by Malaga. There goes Fadillo. There he goes. He's into the box now. He puts the cross in, but he puts the cross in outside of the box. No one there.
It kind of sums up our season, really, doesn't it? Like you say, just the attacking third has just not been... Well, to be fair, I don't think any of the thirds have been right, but the attacking third especially.
I think that's probably our biggest need in the summer transfer market, a striker.
Well, you see...
I think we're going to see a whole new Malaga next season. I think there won't be much left of the Malaga from this season.
No, I'm inclined to agree with you.
It's his arm, yeah.
I think it'd be good to see Brandon stay on if we do stay up. I think I think he's good enough to play in a system where if we can play to his strengths and get him in form, he could be that striker that fires us up the table.
What would you guys do with Fadillo?
I think he's got better recently, but I don't think he is the best we could have. That is just offside, that, isn't it? Jesus, that is so close
Yes.
when you see it from that angle. We've had a comment here from David Wellwell. He says, season ticket holder with Guiseley near Leeds. I know it well. I used to commentate for AFC File, so many a time over to that neck of the woods. Just relegated, and Leeds play tomorrow on the brink. I can't take Malaga suffering as well. Well, hopefully, Malaga can maybe be the side to stave off relegation. And to be fair,
Horrible to hear about Guiseley. I don't know them, but
they're a good. I want to say they are. What's the league we know? The National League.
National League North, isn't it?
I think they're in the league below that.
Malaga gets a corner.
The Northern Premier.
The Northern Premier, that might be it, yeah. Because I think they had, was it Curtis Woodhouse was the manager for a little bit? I think that's how I know them mostly. But even for like you say, you know, to Leeds tomorrow, that's going to be a big game in the Premier League too. Selfishly,
Malaga, guys.
I'd like to see Burnley go down, and hope Leeds do stay up. To be fair,
The ball is still in the box. How can Malaga take their corners so horrible? Alex Shitmeadow just went to 10. No, he's still there.
He's still there. He's switching tellies around. Good to see the Fondasor bouncing around there. I can't hear because I've had to mute the television.
There's a few things I don't understand in football. When people take throw-ins into the box, that's a thing I don't understand. Because the ball is away like for 2 minutes before it lands in the box. And then I never saw a goal coming out of it. That's one thing I understand. And the other thing I don't understand is why, you know, when you get a corner and they do like a short corner, they pass it to a player next to them. Hi, Wall. How are you? Yes, fine, thank you. I'm talking to my wall now.
Sorry, I was.
No worries.
I've just discovered a button that means that we can broadcast to Facebook and to Twitter as well at the same time.
Didn't you do that?
I don't know what I did.
I told you.
I've discovered it now.
But I told you.
We have a goal. We have a goal.
Oh, we have a goal from where, Alex?
What are you doing, Alex?
Cartagena have just gone 1-0 up against Amorebieta.
There we go. That's
the first one.
Ruben Castro with a penalty.
Ruben Castro, of course.
Ruben Castro.
Who else?
With a penalty.
Okay, but we need a Malaga win. I want to see Malaga win. It's good news, but still.
Updated it all. So I'm just going to check the Twitter now because I thought what we had to do was just share the YouTube stream. This is all new to us. This is fancy, this, isn't it, Chris?
But if you go back through one of my many messages to you.
To be fair, they all come through about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Not this week. That was last week.
There we go. Where's my camera? There we go.
Yeah, we're on Twitter now.
On the Twitter.
Alex,
on the Facebook as well.
I'm back.
We're now
you thought it was a good moment to remodel your house, to redecorate it all.
I was trying to connect my laptop to the TV, but my laptop's.
I'm hearing that Real Sociedad is losing as well.
Yes, Huesca have just scored. Jaime, I can't pronounce his surname. Seoane.
He's Jaime Seoane, yes.
At this point, Real Sociedad is losing, and Amorebieta are losing. So that is good news.
At this point, we are...
Because a draw from both teams would be enough. Well, Nick, I've got news for you. Even if there was 0-0 everywhere, we would be safe.
Well, that's what we want. Is that one of the 9 possibilities that we've got?
Yes, this is one of the 9.
Well, welcome to any viewers that might be joining us from Facebook and Twitter, because I've just found a very fancy button that means that we can do all 3. Who knew? This newfangled technology. And what do you think? I'd like people to know. Yeah.
I did send you.
Put it on your end next time.
You'll never
I also
believe that
think we
now,
should
mate.
explain the boats to people as well. I feel like this is something we've not explained just yet, Chris, because at the minute we've got 2 ships either side of our screen. This is what you
Yeah.
insisted on.
They're
So
not black as I wanted to. You made them white. They look better when they were black.
they've got to be themed. We've got to have it themed, Chris. Can't mess up with my themes. Lovely blues and sky blues and things like that. I put them in, didn't I?
Yeah.
What should we have for all the next games? Oh, we've got a like as well on Facebook. Oh, this is very fancy.
But
liking
listen,
this.
the boats are there, or the ships. They're not boats, they're ships. Because it's the battle of survival. And when I think of the word battle, I immediately think of pirates
Like the
or
Armada.
battleships. Yeah.
That is fair enough. To be fair,
And Malaga is a port, the city with the port.
no, I go with you on that one. To be fair, it does look good. To be fair, when I put it together last night, I was happy with it, which is the main thing. And I think, to be fair, just overall, this looks fantastic. So well done to us all for bringing it together.
Yeah, although me and Alex didn't do anything.
Well, you did. You did do little things. We got it off the ground, and you're here. That's the main thing.
Yes, here we are, off the ground.
I did enjoy.
Vamos, Malaga.
As soon as I left work, I saw a message from Chris saying, "Get your ass home now."
Yes. That's what Alex did. So yeah. So Burgos is just outside the box on the left side of the pitch, and they get a free kick, I believe. I don't know why Malaga player is complaining.
Although I don't have any Victoria, I've got some gazpacho.
Oh, so the thing is about the ref, González Esteban, that he's actually from the Basque Country, and both Amorebieta as Real Sociedad B are from the Basque Country. He is from the same province as Amorebieta.
Is he an Amorebieta fan though?
No, but do you think La Liga should have avoided this? Or the ref committee, because it's not La Liga who puts the ref on?
Yeah, I think to be fair, when you've got, did you say 17 regions in Spain?
17 regions in Spain.
You could have maybe picked one of the other 16 or the other 15, because I suppose you can't have one from Andalusia either.
Because even though this ref will do a great game, there could be questions anyway.
No, definitely. Well, we are almost 23 minutes in. What have you guys thought so far? I think we've come into this game a lot more recently.
We have. I think the chance has given us a little bit of confidence, and I think as long as we just keep ticking along and Cartagena and Huesca keep that 1-0 lead, I'll be happy.
Are you guys surprised by Amorebieta and Real Sociedad be losing?
No.
At the moment.
Not really. If I be perfectly honest with you, I was more inclined to believe that our survival today would be based on their results than ours, because first of all, Amorebieta don't do well away from home. They've obviously got a really good home form, but they can't seem to do it away. And I think it's a similar scenario for Real Sociedad B. But to be fair, I'd be more worried about them winning than Amorebieta.
I think Real Sociedad B has been doing great over the last few weeks.
Yeah, they've really kicked it up a gear, haven't they? I think, what is it, something
they
were 5 wins out of 7 or something like that.
Yeah, they lost against Almeria last week, but I think everyone would lose against Umar Sadiq.
Well, definitely, and they only need a point to secure their return to La Liga as well, don't they? So there's going to be a lot of things decided up and down Segunda today. I'm watching Burgos come forward. Ishmael Casas brilliantly challenged again.
Yeah,
he's been fantastic these last 3 games, hasn't he?
He really has. He's come sort of, I don't want to say, he had a run where he wasn't really performing to the best of his ability. And, Guedes put some confidence in him, and he's been fantastic. And I think, how many of us gave him man of the match last time?
I think last time out it was Chris and Matt that You went for Pablo Guede, and I went for Luis Munoz.
I at the end went with Lomban.
Yeah, he certainly. Lomban,
because
it's
he
good,
became that the day that they traveled to
Yes.
to Tenerife. And I think that's if a player
Hopefully-
does that says something.
Oh, definitely. And hopefully everything at home is great for David Lomban as well. Because did you say he was a premature baby?
Yeah. Another offside for Malaga. Vadillo again. Malaga's offside. Vadillo's offside. Yeah, it's just millimeter. I don't know. I think Malaga's looking very good on the counter.
They are certainly looking for that ball, aren't they? Just to play on the shoulder and try and get in behind. I think, both between Chavarria and Vidillo, it seems to be the way they want to go. I'm just looking around the stadium as well, guys. Like I say, obviously, we've seen that it was full. Is it just I was just seeing one corner that's not full. I imagine that's the Burgos end.
I would imagine.
Yes.
Yeah, everywhere else looks pretty darn full. And
Although Burgos sold 200 tickets for this
That's
match.
pretty good.
I was going to say that's pretty decent for them, isn't it, as well?
Yes, but it's their first season in Segunda, and they have done a great season. They're safe, and there are certain stadiums the fans look out through to go to, and that's what the president of the Peña said of Burgos this week in an interview with Sport Direct Radio. That the fans were really looking forward to visit La Rosaleda because they all remember La Rosaleda of Malaga playing the Champions League and watching those matches on TV.
We've had a comment from Chris Marquez's biggest fan, Carl Smith. Good evening to you. He says, "Evening all, Vamos Malaga. Thank you very much for joining our live stream."
Do you think we can get people on if they want?
If they wanted to, yeah.
Send us a private message, a DM. Where does DM stand for? Does anyone know that? I'm old.
Direct message.
Direct message. Sounds horrible. Send us a private message.
PM.
And then
get you on to come talk to us. Be like,
yes,
606.
to finally meet us. We can take a picture with you as well if you want.
Guiricast meets.
Yes.
We're looking forward to doing that during the summer. Obviously, only 2 games of the season left.
We didn't announce it, Nick, yet.
No.
Yeah, great. So Nick has a scoop.
Share it with everybody. But we've got to do something during the summer. Like I say, what we're looking at here. Because we're going to have to struggle to watch any pre-season games as well because they won't be on the television, will they?
Nick, it's your first summer with us. Alex, explain us how our summers look like.
Well, last summer we took a break from...
Yeah, but with the news on our social media.
In what do you mean?
Like how much messages, or how much tweets or Facebook things are we posting a day? Like 3 or 4? It's crazy.
Well, during the summer is usually where I guess the news is most prominent because that's when all the business goes down. And, I think especially building up to, the transfer window, that's always the business.
We've got our first Facebook message as well, and it's from a friend of the podcast, Matty Rains. Says, yes, lads. And he'll be, I imagine, very excited to watching his Las Palmas playing later, if I remember rightly. Something after like 10 o'clock tonight.
Mainland bias.
Definitely. But,
do what you have to do. Do what you have to do.
Still on with the chance
I hope Las Palmas wins. Although it would be awful for us because then if they would get promotion to La Liga, we wouldn't speak to our Matt Rains next season.
I think out of all the The thing is, as well, I think with the exception of maybe Girona and Valladolid, obviously, we've got good friends at Ponferradina with Ponfi fan Chris. We've got Matt at Las Palmas. We've got Chris at Tenerife. Alexander Johnson at Oviedo. So we're going to have plenty of friends in that playoff picture. It's just a shame we're not with them, really.
One day, we'll be there.
One day.
I do like the comment from Carl Smith. I'll come on and say hello. # never meet your heroes.
Get in touch with us, Carl. We can make it happen.
But to be honest, they say never meet your heroes because usually those heroes suck in real life, right?
Are you saying we're awesome, Chris?
Yeah, you're saying we don't suck.
No, I'm just saying this is me. This is what you get.
Not insinuating anything else, of course.
Oh no, well, it'd be good to meet everyone, even though it is only 3/4 of the game, or even 3/5. Not forgetting Sergio is also at Rosaleda this evening.
Chance here for Malaga as Luis Munoz puts the ball across to Chavarria, who can't quite get the shot off. I think he's offside.
Oh. And we're down for a water break.
Water break. Is that something that they have towards the end of the season, or is that?
It's because it's so hot. So they had it midweek as well for the Europa League final. About half an hour.
Yeah, but that's Seville. In Seville, it's way warmer than
it's ridiculous, isn't it? I think that's like where they're saying that there's a national emergency place, and it's like 42 degrees or something ridiculous like that. So
updates around the grounds. So far, no more goals, but we are Fuenlabrada 0, Sporting Gijón 0, FC Cartagena 1, Amorebieta 0. Huesca 1, Real Sociedad B 0, and obviously Malaga Burgos is 0-0.
Ivan Calero is a bit, or no, not Ivan. His dad is a bit angry on the pitch. He's shouting to the players while they drink water. I think I think I wouldn't be a good professional footballer if that was my coach screaming to me like that. I would probably throw my bottle of water in his face.
He's screaming at them as well, isn't he? Just
yeah.
And I tell you what, I do enjoy this about the live streams from Spain and how much more beautiful everything is in Spanish. Instead of just calling it a water break, as we would hear over in the UK, pause de hydration.
I do like it. I think
it's a much better ring to it. Pause for hydration. It's so much better.
To be honest,
hot.
I'm not sure if it's offside. I've just seen a little replay.
Which one are you looking at?
The Chavarria goal.
I think Carl Smith will be agreeing with you there. He's just sent as much as saying onside ? It looked very, very minimal, to be fair, from the VAR. They drew the line, but I think it was his shoulder, wasn't it?
How can... But yeah, I just don't understand why the ref isn't always going to watch, because it's always his decision, not the VAR's decision. I think that's the rules on VAR, right? But I still think it's very vague, everything. So I'm probably not the best person to ask.
Just reading, just a step away from Malaga today. You see that Kylian Mbappe has a $300 million signing on fee in his contract. How ridiculous.
I don't care. I just care about Malaga at this moment.
I'd like him to maybe buy Malaga with that signing on fee. That'd be quite good. Yeah. Then come and play himself. But he sounds like he's got football manager skills and tendencies at PSG now, because he gets to pick the sporting director and the manager if he wants to.
An injury on Burgos' side. Across from... Yes, Alex?
Continue, Chris. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No problem.
I was saying we have a short kit watch on Burgos' kit. What do we reckon?
Probably not the nicest that I've seen, if I'm being perfectly honest. I think the sponsor is very jarring. But anything within an Adidas kit is quite okay. I'm looking forward to
Really?
Hummel kits if we get them. That is, I know it's highly rumored that we are.
Kits I love are New Balance and Hummel.
Mm.
And the one Feyenoord is getting next season. I don't remember how it's called.
Well, there's plenty of contention going around with that goal from
What's the
Havertz.
kits Stoke have? Is it Stoke?
Stoke is don't know what it is now. Macron, I think.
No, they're not.
But David Well as well saying here that from the replay that looks like a goal to me. I can see that Matt is texting the Spanish Segunda Discord chat saying that from the stadium it didn't look offside to him as well. And then also another fantastic comment from Carl. Chris Marquez has a $300 million release clause from the Guiricast according to reports today. I might just leave that one there. Maybe take a picture of that, Chris, just for posterity.
I can only say that it's more than 300 million. A bit more.
Isn't that technically then?
Malaga is the ball, guys. Come on.
Mbappe
You're
doesn't
watching
have-
football. Come on,
Malaga.
Malaga.
The most expensive release clause is Isco.
Isco, who said his farewells to Real Madrid this weekend as well, didn't he?
Into the box. Oh, no.
On Malaga terms for Isco, if Isco leaves for a foreign club, Malaga get 1% of his transfer fee.
I think he might be going for nothing, isn't he not?
He has a transfer clause, I believe, if I'm right, it's 700 euros.
Slightly more than that.
700 million.
A bargain.
The cross comes in, but it goes out for a goal kick. Slightly, not much going on at the moment. I'd say both teams seem to be.
Oh, someone has to open the door.
Someone's at the door.
So both teams.
Where was it? It wasn't at my end.
It was at my end.
I don't have
Alex.
a door.
Alex, go. Alex, you can't have somebody waiting at your door.
Oh no, someone else has gone to the door.
Oh, okay. Where are you, at home?
Yes, yeah.
Dad's or mum's?
Mums. Although, funnily enough, my dad did come into work unannounced yesterday. Ordered some food. As Malaga are on the break here, Chevalier has two defenders in front of him as Video gets off a shot, but it goes over the bar. Not sure there was a deflection there.
A beautiful gesture from Frente Boquerón. It's last weekend. A guy and a member of Frente Boquerón and a friend of him got into a fight. And one of them was hit by a driving car after the fight, I believe, or something like that, on purpose.
Oh, you're joking. Is that what this is for?
Yes. So one of them died during the accident or during the fight. I don't really know what happened. And the other one is in the hospital because he was protecting his friend.
Oh,
And last week as well, one of Frente Boquerón's members got into the hospital after a motorcycle accident. So, yes, fuerza.
Hope they all get better soon. Alex, was it pizza that was at the door?
No, it wasn't.
What a shame. Guede, I can see him squatting once again. And there's a chap behind you with some fantastic, vibrant socks.
Burgos with a free kick here, just on the edge of the box.
Burgos hits the crossbar.
Don't say these things to me. I've not seen it yet.
On the left, they put the cross in and it goes off the crossbar.
Yes.
Well, we can get
Wow.
the ball clear here.
Is it a let off for us?
Malaga's cup.
I think we defended well there. I think it was
Yes.
more of a deflection that came onto the crossbar. I wouldn't say it was a direct hit onto the
I was
crossbar.
going to say, I've just seen it come through now, and it looks as if anything, their player took it away from it going towards goal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Burgos doing
Oh,
us a
dear.
favour.
So I have a 3-year-old son who is in his bed at this moment.
You hope.
He's in his bed. He's screaming.
I can hear him just in the background there. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you know what is screaming?
4-year-old. Oh, just in the replay of that there. That is a pretty decent header, to be fair. I think it wasn't going to trouble Danny Martin
We were lucky
too
there.
much, but
Bad news, guys.
Burgos 1-0.
Yeah, Miguel Ruillo.
not seen it just yet. Don't change anything till I've seen it. But still, positively, if that is the case, we are still safe with results elsewhere. But I'd like to see what happens here.
I thought I recognised one of the Burgos players, and it is Matos.
Yeah.
Is it from this free kick that I'm watching here? That is very easy. That is ridiculous.
It is.
I can't believe he's even... First of all, the cheek to try that, just to roll it in across the... Not even the 6-yard line.
It's too easy. But I think there's a foul. To be honest. Because the Burgos player is pulling the shirt of the Malaga defender who was walking towards the goal.
Do you think it'll go back for VAR or not?
Probably not.
Knowing our luck.
Right? No.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
If you look, you
Six
see
Malaga players.
one Malaga defender who's on the goal line tries to run out towards their player who takes a shot, but then is being pulled back on his shirt.
It's a bloody training ground move, that though. And this late in the season.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
I'll check over from Carl Smith, yes. Unfortunately, no VAR review, but Cartagena are still beating Amorebieta and Huesca are still...
But maybe Carl
Yeah,
Smith
should that be?
is ahead of us with his stream.
Yeah, the
That's the only
VAR,
thing I can hope.
the VAR street, the check is over. They are playing now.
Yep, so it is Malaga 0, Burgos 1 at La Rosaleda as we speak. Horrible
Do
time
you
to
think
concede a goal, really.
Burgos
They don't deserve it.
deserves the lead?
I
No.
wouldn't say either team deserves the lead at the moment.
Me neither.
I think it's fairly even, but neither team seem to be offering that much. Seems to be quite a cagey affair, and
I think that kind of just sums up our season, though, to be fair, isn't it? You know, we get punished for daft errors like that. You know what I mean? That is a ball that is simply just rolled.
Well,
with any
Malaga has to now.
play.
Maybe this is what Malaga needed.
A bit of a push. Yeah, I agree.
I don't know, because...
it's a very good time for Burgos to score as well, for Burgos, right before the break.
Obviously, it doesn't change too much for them.
I think it's a foul, guys.
The cross comes in from Luis Munoz as the ball was taken by the Burgos keeper.
I do think
they
it's a
need to-
foul.
I think they
We
need
have
to
a goal alert. Cartagena are 2-0 up against Amorebieta.
Yes,
So that's at least one.
that's one. But one to go.
Further condemning
What is Sporting Gijón doing?
0-0
0-0.
against Fuenlabrada.
Oh, man.
So goals going in all around the Segunda games that are playing. Just replaying the Burgos goal here now in front of me. So that is just...
The good thing is that... Do you think it's a foul, Nick?
I think there's a little...
Or am I
Tough
looking
call
through
there.
Malaga glasses?
Yeah, I think there is a bit of roasting. If it went back to VAR check as well, I think that's probably what they were looking for, or whether it came off, a deflection. Because I think one of their players was offside when it was played through, but he wasn't interacting with play. But like I say, I just can't get over the simplicity of how they scored that goal. They've literally just rolled it across the 6-yard line and tapped it in. It's kind of crap that you see on the bloody schoolyard. And this is why Malaga keep getting punished over and over again from daft, silly little errors.
That was a silly mistake there from Payburns. I don't know if you've seen it yet, Chris, but he tries to clear the ball with his left foot, skews it, and it goes over his back. And Burgos almost capitalised on it, and they still have the ball here on the left-hand side.
I'm just watching it now, yeah.
As they come in.
That went good.
Side.
5 minutes?
Ball into the centre.
5 minutes of added time. For what?
Do they add on 5 minutes for the...
Oh, for the water break.
Water break.
Yes. I didn't understand any of it.
Or the pause de dehydration.
Yeah. Pausa. Hidratación. Almost there.
Yes. Bodiger scores for Cartagena.
Hooligan?
Bodiger scored Cartagena's second goal. So it's Cartagena 2, Amorebieta 0. Further condemning Amorebieta to Segunda B, or now what it's called Primera RFIF.
Are we missing...
That's the main
Brendan?
reason why I don't want to get relegated, just because I cannot say the league below. And I hear that on other podcasts as well, those guys referring to it, and they can't say it either. So
Primera RFF.
Half time down in Cartagena, it's 2-0 to Cartagena. So we have 45 minutes left.
Primera RFF.
RFF.
It's very easy.
If you just say RFF, that sort of, you get
Ref. Just say ref.
or if you just say Segunda B.
or say Primera Ref.
Primera Ref.
It's like ref, but then F after the R.
Refef.
Refef.
So yes, half time in Cartagena, 45 minutes to go. Am I right in saying I need to get the table out in front of me?
I'm just looking at it now.
Hi, Alex, mom.
It's not Alex's mum. It's actually Alex's.
So
I don't know who it is. It's someone who's
Butler.
just come in
Alex's
my house.
butler.
Alex's butler. Yes. No, this is my best friend.
Awesome.
So with that result, obviously, with Real Sociedad B and Amorebieta both losing still, that 5 point gap is still there. Sporting Gijon now 1 point ahead of us, Lugo 2 points ahead of us still, but you want to get this over and done with, don't you? You want to get the win. I know. I don't even care if the other two teams lose. I want to see Malaga sign off the season at home.
Second goal, Huesca.
2-0. Huesca 2, Real Sociedad B 0.
I don't care at this point.
I think
all going right.
They both would have to score 3 goals.
If they both lose, does that confirm our safety?
Yes, and even that, if they both draw, it always also confirms our safety. So they need to score 3 goals each.
So results going right way. Now I'm going to test my Spanish geography here, but Huesca, that is in Aragon.
Yeah,
you just looked it up.
No, generally, saying it now. And Cartagena is that Andalusia or just
no,
the edge of it?
Not
a little bit north.
It's in Murcia, isn't it?
Yeah.
Murcia, yeah. Okay. Not is that? Would that make it not far from Valencia?
Yes, sort of halfway between Andalusia and Valencia.
Not too bad. That no books or research needed.
I will hopefully be going to the Colombian version of Cartagena in August.
You will. I don't know if you've watched Narcos, but
I have. I've also been watching
some good stories about Cartagena in Colombia.
Yes, I've also been watching.
You're going to Colombia, right? I have some little souvenir statues at a friend's place, still in Colombia. He wanted to send them to me.
Are they hollowed out?
Yeah, I hope you said no.
I don't know. They weigh about 5 kilos each.
I bet they do.
Oh, what a shot from Malaga! Oh, it was Olmo. Wow. Oh no, that was Dani Lorenzo. Sorry.
What we're looking at so far here, then, in terms of
Listen, I don't know if you can hear it, but my 3-year-old is screaming Malaga, Malaga.
We have half time in the Fuenlabrada versus Sporting Gijon game. 0-0.
We've got a message of thanks here. Just to say many thanks for doing this watch along. Sat here in my Benkamasa shirt, really enjoying it.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
That is good. That is. It's not
Why
paid
would
by the
anyone
lesson
own?
trained here.
And it's a question: why would anyone own a Benkamasa shirt? Is that to make fun of him, or because you thought he was a great player?
Some people really liked him, Chris.
Yeah.
Or like you say, like me, I had a thing. So as you can see by my name on the screen, I've got a very short last name. So to get your money's worth, you had to get creative. So I had all sorts of surnames, Vanderbell, Pavilabell, Bellatelli, just to get those extra letters in. Just because it was about getting your money's worth. So maybe that's what David has done. He's gone, you know what?
It's halftime in La Rosaleda.
Half-time.
Malaga 0, Burgos 1.
Not the result we wanted, though. But to be fair,
Somebody has to do some work from us. Who is going to be? I'm going to pick one.
Go on, who are you picking?
Alex.
Yes.
You're doing the halftime.
You've got to update the Canva.
Yes.
So,
speaking of extra work, so far, like for me, is there anyone that could be doing a little bit better in this game for Malaga? And this is going to pain me to say. I don't think we're seeing a lot of Alex Fabas so far in this game.
What Alex says, no.
Fabas. You're criticising Fabas, Nick. Surely
I
not.
am.
Wow.
Here you go, Chris. He says he is lying about the Benkamasa shirt, and I really want to see how Chris reacted. Joey, you've been absolutely had. You took that bait, and you gobbled it all up.
I got scared.
Quite a lot of editing to do for the halftime design.
To be fair, it could be worse. It could be a Jack Harper shirt, Chris.
Yeah.
Couldn't it?
You had to.
Hey, he might be at La Rosaleda next season if he can sign permanently with Santander. Is he on loan from Getafe?
So, yes, he's got 2 years.
Carl Smith likes it. Carl Smith says, nice one, David.
2 years left at Getafe. Just finished the season on loan at Racing Santander, who got promoted to Segunda. What do you guys feel about that? Are you excited to play Racing Santander again?
It's a legendary club.
Yeah, it's easy to get to as well if you want to go for a good away day if you don't live in Spain as well.
Yeah.
Either by plane or by boat. You can get to Santander very, very easily if you fancy an away day. What do you think about the other teams coming down? Because we've got, is it Levante? Those guys are coming down as well. Trying to think of Alaves, they're coming down from La Liga 2. And I think that's it. That's all confirmed so far. Is there another one? Or I don't know if Cadiz, Mallorca, and...
Cadiz? Who's Cadiz?
Cadiz or Cadiz, whoever it is.
Cadiz is the one who drives you on the golf ground. You know, this guy says he isn't rich, but look at what he's wearing. He's wearing a Malaga jumper. What is it?
It's my lovely training shirt. This is
his training shirt. You know what it costs in the shop store? That's expensive.
This
season's.
It's this season's. Yeah, it was the only thing that was in there that wasn't a football shirt as well. Because I believe that whilst I was there, the shop was quite empty, and it only had like extra large sizes. And then since I've disappeared, and the shops have restocked with all this season's kits.
So I'm waiting until they're on sale.
Introducing the one and only Matt Harrison live from La Rosaleda.
What does he do crying?
I'm on the step by the stand. I can't hear you great. It's still quite loud here, but yes, I can hear you a little bit. I would say from the stands that looked like a fairly tepid performance, apart from the first 15 minutes. I don't know how it looked on TV.
It wasn't the most exciting one. I'll say that for free. The goal from Pablo Chavarria, there's a lot of discussion about this, Matt. And I've seen you've put it in the Segunda chat, saying it didn't look offside in the stadium. It didn't look offside from here either.
Okay. No, it's like, well, it's impossible for me to tell. It looked very close. When it took so long to be given, I thought this is going to be given.
And what's the atmosphere like, Matt?
To be honest with you, it's gone a bit flat in the last 20 minutes. I think the results going our way elsewhere have flattened it a bit. Yeah, to be honest with you, there's been better atmospheres in La Rosaleda. The first 15 minutes.
Are you hearing anything?
Pardon?
Who, me?
Do you hear him? I
hear him. Yeah. Do you?
No, I see him like moving like a robot.
Well, I definitely hear you, Matt, and you're coming through loud and clear at my end.
Okay.
But just for that goal as well, Matt, you say obviously the atmosphere.
I'll shout louder.
The goal that we conceded, crap, wasn't it?
Well, I don't know. It just like it looked like from obviously I'm at the other end of the ground. It looked like it just rolled across the whole penalty box. And
do you guys
he just
hear
tapped it in. I'd have to see it again. It looked shit.
Yeah, it was. It's definitely sort of like training ground work from Burgos, but how it went past six.
To be honest with you, around that time, that 5 minutes, they seemed to be having a good 5 minutes, Burgos, and it did feel like that was coming a little bit in that 5 minutes, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's I think we'll be okay. I think we'll get a goal. I would think Xavi.
Can we get a halftime Chumbo and Biznaga from you, Matt?
Oh wow. At Biznaga, I think I can't give you a Chumbo. I'm not really. I think Danny Lorenzo has been awesome. He looks amazing with his blonde hair. I think he's having a really good game. Hey, one of my students is just waving to me. I know he's going to come and join me. Hello, lads. Do you want to come and join we're on a video call with Hi.
There he is.
I'm probably gonna have to go, I think, because I've got one of my students here. But yeah, Biznaga, I'd say Danny Lorenzo.
Perfecto, Matt Harrison. Thank you very much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of the game.
I have one question for Matt. Matt, are you there? Can you hear me?
Good to Malaga.
Matt, you jack bastard. Oh, he's gone.
I don't think he wanted your question, Chris.
I'm going to message him privately.
Get it on the message. So he thinks that
you didn't ask him the most important thing.
Which is what?
You guys are horrible. I have to be on top of everything.
What were we supposed to ask him?
Matt Harrison.
Funny that he says
Matt,
that...
I have a question, and they didn't let me ask you. The guys are horrible when you're not here. No, I'm joking. Will there be Pacharan if Malaga loses, but stay in Segunda División? Because both Amorebieta as RSOC B are losing with 2-0. Will there be Pacharan?
So what does it say? Points mean Pacharan? Does survival mean Pacharan? Certainly do hope so. It's interesting. He says Danny Lorenzo for Biznaga so far, because just on the stats that have come up on the screen, he's the player that's ran the most in this game as it stands. And
I want to try something, guys.
Where I've criticised Alex Febas, Danny Lorenzo seems to be the one being quite instrumental in things for Malaga at the minute, alongside Munoz as well.
In some other football news, Lyon women have just won the Champions League 3-1 against Barcelona.
Oh, dear.
I don't care about Barcelona.
Well, Carl Smith has put it absolutely brilliantly for us. Permanencia equals...
Permanencia.
I don't speak Spanish. I'm trying my best. I barely speak English.
Okay, guys, I'm going to try something. Shall we do Chumbo and Biznaga as well or not?
Yeah.
But first, I'm going to send a WhatsApp to my wife to see if she's willing to bring me beer. Let's put her to the test.
I anticipate that if I did the same thing, I would get an answer I would not like. So I've prepared myself with, where's my camera? Multiple Victorias.
I think I've just had a look at SofaScore, and the updated formation is one that I think we were going for before the game. So if you guys have a look at the WhatsApp group.
a lovely Matt Rains knows the score. So you're either brave or silly, Mr. Marquez. Playing with fire, I believe.
Bit of both, I think.
So I really did. Look.
Oh.
Here? Oh, wait. There you see the little one today in the zoo when I was working. And here I dropped the question. She did read it.
Left you on red, did she?
Yeah. We're either going to see that door open and what was promised will
She's
arrive.
asking, it's still 50 minutes, right?
Yeah. Or the door's going to open and she's going to chuck something at you, Chris.
I don't know what's happening.
Hopefully
So
not
I now say, no, it started at 8 o'clock.
Just going to mute myself a second, guys. Can I do that?
I don't know if you can.
It is 5 o'clock.
Hey, it's Ruby. Ruby. Ruby.
Been a very good girl today, and I believe you posted in the video where she's claiming that she wants a boyfriend.
Yes, and she would share a boyfriend.
Yeah, really strange for a child in reception.
Ah, but she is so cute.
Nah, she's bonny, to be fair to her. She's
Nick
good.
Bell has one fan, and it's not Carl Schmidt because that's
Your fan.
That's my fan. But Nick's
Chris isn't about sharing fans.
Yeah, he doesn't want to share fans. Carl is Chris's. To be fair, I think Matt got away a bit scot-free on that one, considering he has. I'd say he's going to have about at least 300 fans at the minute.
Yeah,
people literally seeking him out of crowds to go talk to him.
Yeah, but when people message us on our DM us, direct message us, they always say, "Hi, Matt." But I'm going to say something that nobody knows. Matt doesn't really do much on our Twitter.
Dun, dun, dun. Matt's just the face of it all. That's the thing. I should have done a bit of ASMR type stuff then with the Victoria opening. If Senor
my
Victoria is listening as well, we still want sponsorship.
My wife responded. She doesn't want to be on the camera.
I'll temporarily remove you from the live stream.
No, that's not fun. I'll just do like this.
Rumor has it, Nick, if you see off that beer, Malaga will win 4-1.
So this is
that'll be easily done before the 75th minute. It's like this as well. This is why Victoria needs to do. Look at this, lovely.
You know what I got? A friend bought me.
We can't blur things out here, Chris. There might be children watching.
Yes, but it's just an opener. Look, and it has a nut on top. I don't know.
I wonder if the guy who's met up with Matt is the guy who knows Javi Jimenez. Wonder if he can give us some inside knowledge.
Okay, you can come in now. The cat.
Well, it looks like we're going to get underway for the second half shortly. What do you think Malaga need to do then in this second half to get the goal? That's love. That is love. Matt Rains, if you can see this right now, that is true love.
It's there.
We have second halves kicking off around the country. Huesca against Aeroshock B has kicked off. Malaga have kicked off against Burgos.
I've got a question. If it isn't 0-1 on halftime, I have no idea what you've posted.
Huh? Sorry. Did I have an absolute mare? I did.
I don't know what you did.
I don't know what I did. I don't know why I had it.
What did you do?
I had it in my head that we were 0-0.
Famously, we've just conceded a goal just before half time, Alex.
Let me take a look.
Finger on the pulse is what they say, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll delete that.
Well, if you join us, we've just kicked off for the second half. We trailed by 1-0, Alex. A goal from Rubio just after 41 minutes. Very, very crap goal for Malaga to concede. But here we are. We've got 45 minutes. We've now got Victor Gomez on the pitch as well, I've just noticed.
Who went off?
I'm just trying to see here who might have gone
Probably
off.
be Victor Olmo, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I suppose.
There's Scassi there. No, Victor Olmo's still on the pitch. I don't know who it is. Gennaro. It might be straight swap for Casas. What is
Or are we playing with 12?
No, he definitely got 11 on the pitch.
Javier Tebas
lays it in.
12.
Ooh, chance there. Luis Munoz does very, very well to try and square it back across, beating 3 people. But good football from Malaga, that. It looks as if Victor Gomez has come on for a direct swap for Ishmael Casas. So not too sure. Maybe he's picked up a knock or something because he's not been performing badly, has he, in that first half? I thought he did quite well.
I don't know. Yeah, he did great. He had a great pass into the box.
Yeah, well, Victor Gomez is
Great
on
cross.
for the next 45 minutes.
One photo.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've been sent. All right, it's only set to view once. It was Javi Jimenez's mate, but we can't ever see it ever again. We're not allowed to. We've been banned. Ben Lorenzo's just picked the ball up in the middle now, played it through to Luis Munoz. Munoz playing a lot more advanced than I thought he would, to be fair, in this game. It seems to be more Lorenzo is the player that's sitting and allowing Munoz to play. But there's got to be a goal in this here for Malaga. Like, they can't take this sitting down. Just still a little
No,
mistake.
vamos Malaga. Although, to be honest, I don't care as long as... Ooh, what a shot.
Oh, and the official attendance from today's game is 25,389. Absolutely fantastic numbers. That I think that might be the highest in the division so far this season. And if Matt Rains is still listening, I think that might be just eclipsed by Las Palmas in the later kickoff. I think they've sold something like 30,000 tickets. So,
this is what confuses me. So
Malaga, what was the attendance? 25?
25,800 and something, it just said then.
Okay.
So up by 4,000 compared to the last home game, which I think was 21.5. So, yeah, big numbers at La Rosaleda, especially for a team that is fighting relegation at the bottom of the Spanish Segunda. Here it is. There we go.
Sure.
Vamos Victoria. I wonder if I can ship you some Victoria, Chris, from the UK.
That would be lovely.
The shipping would probably cost more than the beer, wouldn't it?
If it made Chris Marquez happy, that's the main thing. That's what we want. To be fair, what I do miss is I wish we had the cans of Victoria here.
Those
the bottles are good. Oh, Munoz in. Oh, forces a save out of the Burgos keeper there. Malaga really on top at the minute. Pablo Guede is not going down without a fight.
Who is hoping to see Lorenz Zuniga in today?
I would love to see him. I've been
me too.
calling for it all season.
I don't really understand why he doesn't get a chance to.
I think did someone send us some statistics about him as well with his goal scoring for all the various different teams?
A statistics site or a Twitter account named us in their tweet.
Yeah, fantastic goal scoring form from a player that is I think he's wanted by Real Madrid as well.
Yes.
I know that they like to hoover up talent from around the country, but they still look for quality.
That might be the perfect way to describe Real Madrid's recruitment.
Well, that's it, isn't it? It's what they can do. But there is a scenario here where we've got this asset in Atletico Malagueño. We are in a relegation battle where we can't score goals at all, really, and we could see him leave without playing a single game for Malaga first team. It'd be pretty crap, wouldn't it?
If we would have to pick a player of the season, and I don't know, I know the season is not over yet. Who would it be?
That's a difficult one. I would personally give it to Brandon because he's there. Even if he doesn't have a brilliant game, he works his socks off. He gives 100% every time, and he's got 10 goals, which is not bad. So I think for consistency, I'm giving it to Brandon.
I think, to be fair, I'd go maybe the opposite end.
Danny Martin?
Consistency. Danny Martin. I know he had a period of out of the side, but also that period when he was out of the side was one of our worst runs of the season as well.
It's also a player I was thinking of, Danny Martin.
I think, especially to come back from that, and I think we've said, if Manolo Gaspar has got one job to do, it is maybe try and get him on loan for another season, because I don't think he would go in at Betis and get a game. I'm sure he would definitely come back down to Spanish Segunda again, and I'd rather see him in a Malaga shirt than anybody else's.
Yes, but I have to be honest, Malaga already has not signed yet, but has an agreement with the goalkeeper for next season.
But I
with
think
the
that's
name
more
of
to do with
Lolo
Danny.
Reina from Mallorca.
Do you not think that's more to do with Danny Barrio going though? Because
No.
that the guy coming from Mallorca is fairly old as well, isn't he? He's what, 36, 37?
Yes, but the keeper is good till he's 40. So
Oh yeah, they are good. But is he better than Danny Martin?
definitely. Well, I don't. Yeah, I think Lolo Reina is a very good keeper.
Is he a first choice starter for Mallorca at the minute, or is he?
He was last season. I really didn't follow Mallorca this
it's not
season.
a thing. Maybe if Alex Fitzpatrick from
Well, he started 2 weeks ago, or he started. I know he has been keeper for the last 2 game matches. I don't know if he was the keeper the whole season, but
still think I prefer Danny Martin though. I think Guede likes him as well. That's the main thing from this too. And
but we also do have Dani Strinton, so maybe he could be second keeper next season.
Maybe he could, yeah. Obviously, a friend of the podcast, very good for Atletico Malagueno as well.
We have a goal from Real Sociedad B. It's 2-1.
Ooh.
But it's still no problem, because they would still need 2 goals for Malaga to not be safe today.
So 2-1. Xabi Alonso's men bringing a goal back. Seamless transitions on the bottom here as well, it must be said. I think Alex's shit meter has hit heights again. Disappeared on us.
So let us know, Malaga fans, how high is your sheet meter at the moment? Mine went up a bit. It was a bit calm. I was a bit more relaxed. My sheet meter is back to 8.
I think the big thing about this is that we know fully well that anything can happen in Spanish Segunda. Real Sociedad B could quite easily score 3 goals in this half. And that's the scary thing, because if they do that and we lose here, then that gives them that glimmer of hope that they can salvage something at the end of the season. We've got to get something out of this game. No doubts about it.
Yeah, but a point wouldn't be enough if they win.
No, if they win, no. It would be... they would have to win their last game as well, though, wouldn't they?
Yes.
And I can't remember who they've got. I want to say it's Ponferradina. But, with the head-to-head and the goal difference in comparison, we would be, it would leave us far too open, especially going away to Lugo, who aren't in great form, but at home.
Victor Gomez almost scores a goal in his own goal.
Is it squeaky bum time in Huesca?
Hopefully not. But I was looking.
Did you see that, guys?
Yeah, I'm just seeing it now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've just saw it.
So,
like how Victor Gomez complains about it, as if Danny Martin was like.
Burgos puts in the cross to the striker, but the ball, Victor Gomez putting his foot against it, but then the ball almost lands behind our goalkeeper Danny Martin. It's centimeters, to be honest.
Well, living
Very, very
I
close.
think we've had the best of it in this last 10 minutes, though. I think it's been mostly Malaga, but
Cartagena have gone 3-0 up against Amorebieta.
That's good news.
that is very
I
good
think
news.
that all but confirms Amorebieta going down.
Yes, they would have to score 4 goals.
I think we can safely say from that, if it finishes as is, Malaga are safe. If it finishes as is.
Yes, but
Alex
we still
Kaya.
have the match of Real Sociedad, and they are at this very moment losing 2-1. So they came back with 1 goal.
Yeah, Alex Fitzpatrick in the Spanish Segunda Discord. Real Sociedad B comeback begins. I've just put a gift that says no, please. I can't take it anymore.
My shit meter is going up, guys.
Currently, as we sit, Malaga are 18th. Having, if all the games ended now, played 41 with 45 points. And Real Sociedad B and Amorebieta are on 41 games with 40 points. So that would confirm their relegation. So Malaga need both results.
Malaga can live with everything staying the same now.
Yes.
You know,
or a draw.
I think, to be fair, if Real Sociedad B come back for a draw, that's fine too. If they win, me and Chris were just saying that's when it gets into squeaky bum territory. But there's got to be a goal for Malaga in here. Burgos have been terrible.
That
these last 2 games.
I don't know if you've seen it yet, Chris, but that chance.
I'm just watching. There's a ball coming from Olmo.
I'm watching Manolo Gaspar sweating like I am.
Yeah, just watching
Ramon is coming onto the pitch.
Around the post.
Tattoos, Manolo Gaspar. I didn't realise that. Well, I did, but I never really sort of thought about it.
And Chavarria left the pitch for Roberto.
Oh no, Chris. Not good.
I'm not happy with Roberto.
Hopefully, he can prove you wrong a little bit there, and maybe he could be the savior of the season potentially. Imagine the bittersweet nature of next week's podcast, giving Biznaga to Roberto.
I would be more than happy if I could. But let's be honest, Chavarria didn't do a very bad job, but
he did score a goal that, for all intents and purposes, looks like it was onside, to be fair. Oh, I'm watching Roberto come down the left-hand side now. I'll tell you what, fair play to Burgos. They are defending well in this game. They get a lot of men back, and they kind of restrict Malaga to having shots from distance. A lot of time you see in Verdillo or we saw Chavarria or Febas or Ganado shooting from about the 18-yard, 20 yards out.
They're really going for the win.
But why? But why do you need the win? Is it because we sent Ivan Calero out on loan to Alcorcon?
I don't know.
His dad's here to get revenge?
Paybans, what's the correct phrase? Putting on the burners to chase after that ball?
I don't know.
Put it on the afterburners.
The afterburners, that's the one.
So,
dodgy passing in this midfield at the minute as well. To be fair, this is where it's not been.
I'm sorry.
Unlike the game against Tenerife, where the midfield was fantastic, to me, it's been completely bypassed this game.
Malaga definitely seem to be looking on that left-hand side. That seems to be the area they're trying to exploit.
If my info is correct, Malaga has a 74% of possession at this moment. Oh,
I think Burgos will be happy with that, though. Like you say, they won't be the only ones that have come here this season and got a bit of a smash and grab, because I think Matt was right. They did start to come into the ascendancy a little bit in that first half, but they weren't deserving.
There for Malaga as the ball is in and around the box, but Burgos managed to get the ball clear here. As we go around the grounds, Huesca still winning 2-1 against Soccer B. Fuenlabrada and Sporting Gijón are at a stalemate, and Cartagena.
In what minute are they in?
They are 62.
Okay.
62 and 61 in the Cartagena Morevieta one.
I'm still in the 60th minute here.
I'm in 60:58. What happened to Kevin? Asking for a friend. A question from Carl Smith. I'm imagining that friend is Matt Harrison.
You want me to say it? The horrible truth?
Go for it. I've had my take on it. You have yours, Chris. What are your thoughts on the situation?
That both Antonin as Kevin weren't dedicated enough, and were busier with other things than with being a professional footballer. So
I think we said in the pre-game build-up, didn't we, saying that, Pablo Guede doesn't seem to be scared about putting some noses out of place or dropping players for, lack of enthusiasm or commitment to this cause. You're in a relegation battle. You want your players to be fully committed, and we know what happened with Antonin. I think Kevin is the
same thing. Same thing.
Was he playing football as well, or is it just
no? But like Antonin and Kevin are both known for their lives outside of the football in the nightlife of Malaga.
See, Alex had a theory that maybe it's more of him taking him out of the limelight a little bit.
No.
And maybe
No.
Because obviously,
because then you would let him sit on the bench.
Atletico Malagueño are still training, though, aren't they?
This is a disciplinary thing.
Well, unfortunately for Matt Harrison, he's not been in the squad the last 2 games, and it looks as if he's not getting in it anytime soon.
No,
either.
He's not coming back this season. The same for Antonin. Sekou Gassama will come on the pitch. He's putting on a shirt now. And wow, does that guy have abs?
Ooh, that could have been a long-range effort there. Was that Victor Gomez with the shot blocked out for a throw-in for Malaga? He does have abs. He makes Pablo Guede looks quite small, actually. It's quite funny seeing the two of them stood next to each other.
Who do you think he's going to take off for Sekou?
I would imagine Valillo.
You reckon? I think it could be Febas.
That would be stupid, because if you would take off Badillo, then all your how you call it, speed?
Yeah, your pace.
Oh, your pace is gone.
Yeah, I think it might be Febas or might be even
Gennaro.
Could be Gennaro, yeah. Or Luis.
Gennaro's got up into the middle now, so we have definitely gone to more of a flat back four since Victor Gomez has come on.
Carl Smith saying Roberto to be substituted, hopefully.
This is the influence you have, Chris. Look, no one likes Roberto now because of you.
I don't think it's because of me. I think because Carl Smith is a wise guy, and he has seen his stats. Get his stats. Shall I get his stats?
Cartagena have just scored a 4th against Amorebieta.
Amorebieta is done. I don't see them scoring 5.
I think that all. I think we can say Amorebieta are going down. Ruben Castro with his 2nd of the night, I believe.
Let me take a look. Let me take a selfie. Roberto, his stats. 33 matches played. 1,583 minutes played. 3 goals.
It is Verdillo that's been replaced.
Wow. 3 goals and 1 assist. In 1,583 minutes.
3 goals and how many assists? 1.
1. In 33 matches.
We can't forget
not very happy about that decision either.
How old is he? Interesting question there from David. How are we pronouncing the surname? Wool?
Well, I would say, or he will. Maybe David could help us out here because my Spanish is not great, but neither is my English, as I said before. But yeah, what about Paulinho? Not seeing him play for a while. I remember seeing him play last season against Malaga. He was the best player on the pitch. So I was quite excited when he came. I think, to be fair, under Jose Alberto, he was a key player, wasn't he? And we spoke about it on the pod about him being about us pushing a lot wider under the previous manager. I think with the wing back,
a foul for Malaga in a very dangerous position. Ramon behind the ball and a yellow card for Burgos. I wish I could say what player it was.
But I think on the Paulinho front,
I didn't see it.
He has made a couple of substitute appearances, hasn't he? Quite flitting. Video I've also seen on the screen here.
Roberto is 19 years old, guys.
I think that's something we've got to remember. He is 19.
And the yellow card is for...
It'll pop up in a second.
Malaga have a free kick here on the edge of the box. Are you guys chucking it into the box, or are you going for the shot from this angle?
No, you would put it in the box.
Keep seeing this replay being played. Video talking, looks to be saying something quite derogatory behind Guede's back. Still, camera on, Video not looking very happy.
Goal alert, Cartagena have scored a 5th goal against Amorebieta. 5-0. Wow.
And they probably will score a 6th as well. Amorebieta is done and they know it.
That's one thing I'm slightly disappointed in Guede for. And I know he will have his reasons and he wants to play, and I can't blame him at all because, you know, he's almost kept us up. I would have liked to have seen more of Sekou. I still think he has quite a lot to offer.
I agree.
Definitely. I think sometimes some of these players need to realise that they are on camera and everything is being recorded. And if he's going to throw a temper tantrum like a child behind the manager's back, then I wouldn't be surprised to see Video maybe playing his last game for Malaga as well, because you can't have stuff like that. You know what I mean? This is the problem that's happening in a lot of football clubs at the minute. The player seems to have all the power. I think they can say what they want and be angry at substitutions. If you are pulled off for what looks to be a tactical reason for me, we're putting 2 strikers on the pitch now, then suck it up. You're a professional footballer. Why are you having a little bitch and a moan behind his back?
I have some stats for you guys.
Hit us with some stats.
Malaga has 65% possession.
Not really using that 65%.
Not really testing the keeper at all. You know, apart from a couple of shots in the first half, we've not really forced a save out of him at all, have we?
Well, David has enlightened us on the pronunciation of his surname. The W at the front is silent, so it's Huel.
Malaga is sending me now the assistants.
7 fouls committed by Malaga and 4 from Burgos.
We have we have a record. Malaga hasn't received a foul yet. Or a yellow card, sorry.
We haven't been booked. Is this the first time this season?
So far, yes.
It's quite wise from here, isn't it? But
as the ball crossed in and it's out for a goal kick by the looks of things. That's another thing, I think, set pieces. This has been one of my gripes with professional footballers for many years. They get paid however much a week and they can't put a decent cross in from a free kick. How hard can it be?
It's never easy. Has Luis Munoz gone off as well?
Yes, for Ramon, I think.
Yes, sporting the captain's armband. So Ramon on for him. Must have missed that one. Well, yes. 70 minutes almost passed.
In the 58th minute, Ramon came on the pitch for Luis Munoz.
Must be paying very close attention to that one.
4 substitutions so far. Victor Gomez on for Ismael Casas, Roberto on for Pablo Chavarria, Ramon on for Luis Munoz, and Sekou on for Valillo. So as things stand, Malaga 5 points above the drop.
Are we still happy if Malaga loses today?
Yes, because
Oh,
the other
yeah,
two
me too.
are losing, I think. If the
Yeah.
other two lose, I couldn't care if Malaga get beat 48-0.
I would hope for Malaga to win for the fans at the stadium,
It would be nice. It would
and
be
it would be cool in the last home match for them to get the win or to celebrate.
It's the reward that they deserve, like say, for
Yes,
backing.
definitely. They have been there all season. We have been watching all season. We all deserve it. But at the end, the most important thing for me is not relegate.
staying up.
Mm.
I think we can solidify, well, unless Real Sociedad B have something to say about that in the last 20 minutes. 18 minutes left, 17 minutes left. Time.
Is it someone who said before that the difference between finishing in this position and finishing in like 14th or 12th is like an extra €700,000 into the coffers, and that's transfer money for the likes of Fabas or to strengthen in other areas as well. Bringing in a top striker. As much as I'm sad to see Amorbieta go down, they've got a really good player in the form of I think it's Goretza is the way to spell it or say it. I know he's only come alive in the second half of the season, but he seems to be hitting some good form. Won't mind him at Malaga, personally.
I think that's sort of one of the things to definitely look at. The relegated teams, try and poach some of their players that if they're out of contract and they perform well in Segunda, why not?
Well, I think that's what Jose Alberto Lopez did, didn't he? Like Paulinho was relegated last season, but he also went back to Miranda's for a lot of players that he knew as well, which isn't always the wisest thing to do because how they play at one club is always a little bit different from the other.
Exactly.
One or two I can understand, but I think he brought in about 4 or 5 players that he'd managed previously. Because obviously the way the Mirandas work with their loaning of a lot of talents and things like that.
We have substitution from Burgos.
Triple substitution from Burgos. Hopefully this changes things.
Did you want to have a stab at that name? Oh no, it's not as long as it seems. I thought it was a really long name.
Off comes Andy Rodriguez and on comes Mumo.
For a minute there, I thought Alex Muller was coming on.
I'm not going to say this name if it comes up, but Sal Berjon is coming off and Guillermo Fernandez is coming on. So Guillermo Fernandez is someone worth noting. He has got 8 goals for Burgos this season and 1 assist. So they are bringing on yet another danger man potentially. And then I don't know who the other one that went off was. So it's Pablo Valcarce off, which is good for a guy who I'm not even going to attempt to say his last name, Alex.
I think that was the one I was going for. Yeah, I couldn't even. I think it's a Basque. It's a Basque name.
From what it looked like, it was like Emma Bemeneka or something like that. But, yeah.
Carl Smith brought up an interesting point, actually. If the capacity is 32,000, how come we're sold out and only 25,000 people in attendance?
Because we also have, how do you call it? A part of the stadium where the Burgos fans are.
Yeah, well, is that 7,000?
Well, it's not sold out.
I think as well, you've also got
probably not everybody would have attended. Season ticket holders.
Yeah, so season ticket holders are counted into the equation, but if they've not blipped into the stadium once they're there, then obviously they don't get counted either. So at the time when they were talking about how many tickets they could sell and it being a sellout, it would show as fully sold out.
Right. Okay.
So I think they might, like you say, between the two, Burgos have brought 200 fans. They've probably got about 500 seats in total in that corner. Would you say, Chris?
Maybe a bit more.
Maybe a little bit more. So a bit of both is why it's not a complete and utter sellout, but still very, very good from Malaguistas.
And if you look, you see on the top, there are a few.
Pausa de hidratación.
So how are your shit meters?
They fairly confident that Huesca can hold on. I'm more bothered about the Huesca game, to be honest, at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
That's the one, isn't it, to keep your eye on? But still 3-1. You know.
So what I'm going to do for the last 15 minutes
Mm-hmm.
is not look at your pretty faces.
Are you going to put the Huesca
You
game on?
handsome fellas.
Chris can be our Huesca correspondent.
I'm going to be your Huesca correspondent.
We're heading
That's
over
right,
to northern Spain. Chris
Yes.
Marquez, what have you got to tell us about Huesca versus Real Sociedad B?
It is the
Is
very.
Agent Fuji playing?
Oh, I see people making out on the Malaga stream. Oh, how wonderful!
Few
Oh, we're on
games
TV. Oh, wow!
Later on today.
I hope my boyfriend doesn't see it. Yes, tell me, Alex.
So a few games later on today that don't really affect Malaga. I think the La Liga scheduling has meant that they've put all the top teams to play later on in the day / tomorrow. So we've got Eibar, Tenerife. Obviously, Tenerife looking to, well, I suppose at the moment they've guaranteed playoffs, so they're not too bothered, but they may want to change the position they're in. Girona versus Mirandés, Las Palmas, Oviedo, which is quite a big game. Ponferradina versus Leganés, Almería, Alcorcón, and Ibiza versus Valladolid.
A very big game.
Young love. And number 29 has come on for Malaga. And dare I say, is that Lorenzo Niga?
I think it is.
So,
We have a Loren.
and Lorenzo is...
Let me check.
Lorenzo is withdrawn and Lorenzo Niga is on the pitch.
Hey,
Finally.
about time.
Lorenzo Zuniga makes his debut for Malaga.
Is that his debut? I thought didn't he play last season?
No, I don't think
remember him playing against Espanyol.
What a guy. I love this.
Loren.
Well back from Ramon Tyrant with the clearing up, but I tell you what, if there's a chance for you to get your first goals in a Malaga shirt, this is it. 13 minutes still left on the clock by my.
It is Real Sociedad defending and they just hit the post.
Ooh.
Sorry, Real Sociedad attacking and they just hit the post.
Yeah, this is Loren's sixth appearance for Malaga.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, but the rest were probably in not official games.
No, these are all league appearances.
Really?
Yeah.
Seiko in. And wipes out the goalkeeper at the same time.
Made his debut on the 14th of March, coming on as a second half substitute for Calle Quintana in a 1-0 away win over Logroñés.
So he's played against maybe some of the lower ranked teams.
Yeah.
So I bet there's some Copa del Rey games.
It's
in there
a draw at Huesca.
2-2.
It's 2-2.
That's not what we want. Yeah, I seem to remember him playing against Espanyol towards the end of the season, and they'd already gone up. So, Chever Alcaid scores for.
It's 2-2. No, it's
It's 2-2.
no, it's not. It shouldn't. It's offside.
Oh, yes.
Thank
But
God.
wait,
Oh no.
because it's not.
Oh please, no, I can't take it.
But that should be, in my opinion, that is.
I suppose I'm thinking it's not the end of the world if it ends in a draw. That still confirms Malaga's safety, doesn't it?
I think they give it as a goal.
So at the
They're
moment,
waiting. They're waiting. VR is looking at it. That
Malaga
should never be a goal.
Malaga have had one shot on target all game.
Xabi Alonso is nervous. That should never be a goal, in my opinion.
Your defense is terrified. Xavi's on fire.
Let me take a look. That is. It is offside for me. But they are giving it.
So at the moment, Malaga are still safe.
We are still safe, yes.
Both games end as they are, and I can't see Amorebieta scoring 6 or even 5 for that.
How
matter.
can't that be?
Have a booking for Malaga as Matthew Payburn received the booking.
Huesca have absolutely thrown it away there, haven't they?
Yeah.
As Burgos are on the counter attack here. As they
I
pass
don't understand any of it.
has
In
intercepted.
my opinion, that is.
So at the moment, Malaga sits on 45 points, having played 41 games when this has finished. And Real Sociedad B sit on 41 points.
I blame Alex Fitzpatrick entirely for his cursing us and jinxing us by saying that the Real Sociedad B comeback is on.
Hashtag it's his fault. And Burgos have the ball here in the box as Malaga. It's a bit of a scramble here, but they get the ball out for a throw-in on the near side here for Burgos. Malaga 0, Burgos 1 with 9 minutes left of normal time.
It says it's I don't know.
Just having the notification pop
It's
up.
Real Sociedad be attacking.
Goal here saves it all for Malaga in this way. Like I said, I know technically everything's still okay as it is now.
Yes.
But a goal would make everything better.
A goal would mean Real Sociedad B would have to
win,
score another goal tonight, and then win in their final game, which is against.
Is it Ponferradina?
I shall have a look. As Burgos here are under the cosh as Malaga get the ball in. The keeper punches away. Ball is on the edge of the box here. Burgos looking to clear, but Malaga intercept here on the right-hand side. The cross is put in, but it's blocked. Back to the Burgos defender. Malaga in the box here. Oh, it's good defending. Burgos managed to get the ball clear here, but
The ball has just gone wide.
As
that's what I will say about this Burgos performance. They've been very, 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 very good defensively in this game.
I think they're
solid.
Not that Malaga have offered much, but I think whatever we have offered, they've dealt with it very easily.
I don't think they've allowed us to offer us anything either. Do you know what I mean? I think it's literally been, restricting us to crosses which are easily dealt with and shots from distance. I don't think we've really tested their goalkeeper at all in this game, which, considering how we played against Tenerife is just it's
I don't want to scare you guys, but it's Real Sociedad be attacking.
Malaga looking to come on the attack here as Payburns holds the ball in the centre of the semicircle on Malaga's side, as you could say. As the ball comes in, the header's on to Loren Zúñiga, who loses the ball from under his feet. Febas has the ball here on the left-hand side of the area, crowded by two Burgos players. He passes it back to Ramon, who puts the ball in, but the Burgos keeper takes it and spills it, but he manages to regain control, and Burgos can breathe easily there, as Sekou Kazama was looking to get on the end of that cross, and we have an injured player down holding his back, Burgos defender Miguel.
This is, like it says, everything is just, put into the middle where the goalkeeper or the defenders can deal with it very, very easily. We've only really got Gassama to aim at.
What Gassama's doing on the floor.
And shots, and like I say, shots from distance, it's not. This is, I think, considering all the hype that went into it all, and that's the word I'll use, the amount of fans that are there, Burgos being a team that is massively out of form, this is a shocking performance from Malaga, this.
Huesca pretty much lost it, guys.
I think this is probably... Do you think it's fair to say this is Malaga's worst performance under Guede so far?
Yes.
Even though we lose... Did we lose?
No, I think the Las Palmas game was worse, but I think that was to do with the way that Las Palmas played. Burgos haven't been anything special here. We've just made them look special. We've made them look better than they actually are in this game. They've done, every
Las
job.
Palmas was
simple.
Las Palmas was way better than us.
Las Palmas are a very good team.
Yeah.
I think they're probably looking at favourites for playoffs. They've got momentum if they do get it, that is.
I was going to say, I think they're the ones with momentum alongside Oviedo. Tenerife are obviously already in there as well. I think Ponferradina are looking quite good as well, to be fair. I think they're just a little bit too far away, but
Let's pull up a La Liga Smart Bank table.
If any team looks like dropping out of it, it looks like it'll be Girona at the minute, who've just given their new manager a contract extension as well. So
here we are. So we have
a good point from David Huell here. He says, "Is a recibimiento normal at a last home game in Spain? Perhaps that and the pressure of the club filling the stadium was too much for Malaga." What do you guys think about that?
could be the case, actually. I think also it's difficult to say because I don't want to be overly critical, and I'm going to say something that sounds quite harsh. But this group of players, they're not exactly. They don't strike me as the type that would be like, right, come on, lads, we've got, we need to win this game, and that assures our safety in the division. They don't strike me as a sort of tight-knit group. Feels like there's a lot of cliques in there.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right, Alex. I think, like you say, they're not playing for the badge. They don't seem to. And the thing is, when you have 3 managers in one season, it is hard to do that. But if you had players in there that were so proud to play for the club that they put everything on the pitch for them, and like you say, you get that tight knit contingent between everybody. I think you'd be looking at chalk and cheese because, to be fair, this Malaga team with the players that they've got, they should be doing a lot better. I'm not saying they should be in the playoffs or anything like that, but they should not be in this position.
Definitely.
Have the ball here on the right-hand side. Victor Gomez looks to put the ball in. He does, and the keeper claims it very easily. That's cross far too close to the keeper here.
Well, that's the story of the game. The keeper has had a bloody catching drill. That's all he's had this season.
Yeah.
He might as well.
Oh, shot just gone wide by Real Sociedad. I don't know what Huesca's doing.
Carl Smith saying the crossing is poor today. I'd be inclined to agree with you, Carl. It's just been a lack of a target as well, to be fair, but every single one of them is easily plucked out of the air.
I really don't know what Real Sociedad is doing.
Hopefully
it's ridiculous. What Huesca's doing.
Malaga have the ball here in the area. Shots. Oh, just over the bar. Roberto looking to get that all-important equaliser for Malaga, but just couldn't quite keep it under. Not sure if you've seen it yet, Nick, but it's a close. It's a chance.
A substitution on Real Sociedad side. A player coming on for another player. I don't know who they are. Don't care at this point.
The goalkeeper, that one, is it really? It's to be fair, he probably should have done better.
Oh, Huesca.
Seen a few fans leaving.
Oh, Huesca, what a chance. But it's also offside.
Total lack of quality up front for Malaga. I would most certainly agree. I think all season that's been the problem, really. Yeah. We haven't really found, how most teams, not most teams, but a good team, they have their model of attacking. So Liverpool, gegenpressing. Man City, they like to play nice passing football. I'm not comparing Malaga to Liverpool.
I was going to say it's quite the jump between them.
Comparison, but I think we've struggled, and I think it goes back to that 3 managers in one season. Yeah.
Do you think we've missed Brandon Thomas today?
Yeah, definitely.
So. Yeah, he offers that extra something that
I think he's direct more. Oof, yeah, just seeing Seiko.
And chances like that, I like that.
We're 89 minutes in Huesca.
Well, 5-0 to Cartagena. Huesca 2-2 against RSOC B. Burgos still beating Malaga 1-0 here, as you guys can see. A few fans already leaving La Rosaleda as Febas.
Just to say,
as to leave La Rosaleda. I think that's the most ugly and horrible thing to do. It's Huesca attacking again. Huesca with the ball. Huesca.
I suppose if they've got a train to catch, then they do have to leave.
Yeah, definitely. Well, to be fair, just to let everybody that's listening as well, obviously losing here at home to Burgos and Real Sociedad B, who are drawing 2-2 at Huesca. It's all or nothing really for Real Sociedad B and Xabi Alonso's men.
Plus 7 minutes in Huesca.
7 minutes added time. 7 minutes.
7 minutes at a time, yes.
Malaga go back to Danny Martin here as they look to pass out. Payburns has the ball. Plenty of space in front of him. Needs to
Something
run.
not been mentioned tonight, really, as well, is that Fuenlabrada holding Sporting Gijon as well. You know,
Yeah.
already relegated. They're doing their bit.
Yeah. I think better for Malaga that Sporting don't get a result there.
To be fair, as
6
things
minutes
stand,
left.
Malaga cannot finish any higher than 16th if things stay as they are.
And I can't see Malaga.
I don't literally care as long as Real
No,
Sociedad be
Think of
ends
the
in a draw
money,
today.
Chris. It's all about the money.
I don't care about no money. We have
As long
CVC
as-
money.
As long as, can Joaquin Munoz do a job for us?
I was gonna send someone to put it on about him playing his voice. He's 600 game for the Betis. This thing, he's got another season there, hasn't he?
Oh,
I
dear.
said when that stops, we'll be waiting. I'd have him back in a heartbeat. To be fair,
I would. That's an awful mistake. I'm not sure if you've seen it yet, Nick. I'm not sure. It's either Scassi or Payburns.
I think it's Payburns just looking at it now. Puts it out for a corner. Well cleared. If in doubt, Matthew. If in doubt.
Looks like he was looking for the pass back to Derek.
I get a Telegram message from somebody called Boss Mummy.
What?
Let me see what she has to say. This is going to be fun.
Cartagena has finished. So full time in Cartagena as they win 5-0 over Amorebieta, and that means Amorebieta are relegated. So one place to play for. Malaga currently losing. Cuesca scored! Yes!
Yes!
Yes! Let's go!
A goal from Huesca.
Cuesca 3-2 up.
Oh, I hope they're hearing that in La Rosaleda as well, because that is a
That
big
came
goal.
out of nothing.
Can we have some commentary on the goal, Chris? How's it look?
It looks pretty amazing. Best goal of the season of La Liga Smart Bank.
Most important goal of the season. Juan Carlos, you are a magician, sir. You are a god.
Yes.
There is the 5-point gap now restored with 1 game left to go in Spanish Segunda at the end of this match. That pretty much will guarantee Malaga's survival for another season.
And Lawrence Zuniga misses the biggest chance ever.
As it stands, Malaga are safe as the ball is put into the cross. Oh!
La Rosaleda is celebrating.
What a chance for Lauren.
La Rosaleda is celebrating the Huesca goal,
Lauren, my
Good.
God.
So are we.
which is also being revised by.
Oh, don't say so.
Look right here.
Oh, good defending that.
No, it's 3-2 Huesca.
For once, can VAR sod off?
I agree with you, Carl. He did have to score that there, but to be fair, the Burgos defender got back very, very well there.
What a block. What a block.
He has had more chances than Roberto.
What's the VAR on the Huesca goal looking like, Chris? Are they still reviewing it?
No, it's reviewed. It's a goal. It stands. It's
Fuenlabrada.
3-2 Huesca.
Full time in Madrid as Fuenlabrada draw 0-0 with Sporting Gijon. Relegated Fuenlabrada holding the Asturian Giants to a draw. So we have 3 games left. 2 games left currently. Huesca 3, Real Sociedad B 2, Malaga 0, Burgos 1.
1 more minute left to go here. This is make or break for Malaga. I say make
2.5
or
minutes
break.
left
They
in.
will not care 1 iota as long as that score
Come on.
remains the same.
Come on, lads. Come on.
2.5 minutes left. People are listening to radios. People are on their phones. They're only paying attention. People in La Rosaleda are only paying attention to what is happening in Huesca.
Oh, it's just so nerve-wracking. Malaga have a chance here. The ball is in the box. They have a shot. Keeper saves over the bar. Corner for Malaga. Can Malaga get the goal, which would just make us feel a little bit
Huesca attacking. And the chance in the keeper's hands.
3-2. Come on.
Comments here. Fair point, Nick, from Carl Smith. Thank you very much. Yes, that thing. Matt Rains, you're safe, lads. Last thing I need is Guion wanting a result next week.
I am very happy that we can almost say we are safe.
A corner for.
I'm just going to leave this one up here, courtesy of Matt Rains on the screen.
Final in La Rosaleda.
Final score: Malaga lose 1-0.
7th minute at Huesca.
I'm going to put Huesca to get on now.
1 minute left for Real Sociedad B to score 2 goals.
If you'd have said to me 5 years ago,
1 minute left,
invested in a B team losing to Huesca, I would have said no chance.
That is it. At La Rosaleda, 1-0 to Burgos. Obviously not the result we wanted.
We're up for the last 30 minutes of Huesca versus Real Sociedad B.
30
And they
seconds
go with.
Huesca have got a free kick.
I'm seeing sad faces of Real Sociedad B players. They know that relegation is becoming a fact in the next 10 minutes. Huesca is taking a free kick.
10 seconds to go. Huesca
On Real Sociedad B. And the shot goes wide over. It's the end in Huesca. And Malaga is safe. Malaga stays in Segunda División.
Vamos.
It's official. We are Segunda División. This season and next season, Malaga is in Segunda. We are safe. Officially safe by 5 points.
Not the way I would have wanted to do it, but
I don't care at all. I literally don't care.
Now, this is my plea to Pablo Guede. Play a load of youngsters in the last game.
Yep. John Sandals.
Vamos.
Sorry if he's out. Vamos.
We've done it. We are safe. Oh, that feels good.
Nerve-breaking.
And not to be, I don't want to make any disparaging comments to Real Sociedad B, but I'm glad the B team is now no longer in Segunda.
Is there not another one coming up next year, potentially?
No, no. Blimey, I can't take it.
There we go. Message from Carl Smith as well. Say, Vamos Malaga. You can say that for me. Permanencia.
Permanencia significa Pacharán. Safety means...
Permanencia means Pacharán. We will have the video for you later on our social media handles. Oh, this is a relief.
Thank God for that indeed, Joel.
Shall I try to call Matt? Let's go.
Yes, we can
text him and tell him to come on here and just screen us. Just put his screen on. We don't need to hear him talk.
We just need to hear.
David Huel says, thank God for that. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much, David, for your participation in today's live stream as well. Thank you, Carl, too. You've all been fantastic viewers. This is going to be...
We are still live. I'm still live.
Yeah, we're all still live. We're
doing the post-match, so don't go away.
No. Yeah, we still got the debrief to go. And obviously, one game to look forward to as well against Lugo next weekend, final game of the season. A lot of hands on hips from Malaga players here. I'm looking at, but to be fair,
hips don't lie.
And the people from the Sur seem to be gesturing for them to come over. I don't know why they're all waiting in the centre circle at the minute.
I don't know either.
La Liga have reported PSG to the authorities.
La Liga?
La Liga have reported PSG to UEFA, French authorities, and EU authorities.
Why?
For the announcement that was made today about Kylian Mbappe staying at PSG, and I believe they're going for a financial fair play route.
There's a lot of
why is La Liga getting involved with
because he was, I think, originally meant to go to Real Madrid. So I think they're hurt that they're
But
missing
is it
out.
signed? Is there anything signed?
Confirmed today. Mbappe staying at PSG.
Well, this leaves a bit of a bad taste in my mouth.
No,
Really, after this.
but is it signed with Real Madrid?
No. So today, Mbappe said he's staying at PSG. So Real Madrid, La Liga, have now reported PSG to the authorities.
But why? They should stay out of this.
Yeah, it does seem.
I don't understand it. It's stupid, and this is why everybody hates La Liga.
Just onto the back of to bring things back to Malaga, guys. Players have gone down the tunnel. Obviously, they were sat in the centre circle for ages, and now they've all gone down the tunnel. Does this leave a bit of a bad taste in your mouth? Last home game of the season, capacity crowd. I know a lot of people are going home now, but
it does.
Surely,
I don't understand it, to be honest.
Not a lap of honour, but at least some acknowledgement.
Yeah.
To be fair, I can't hear what's going on, so I don't know whether maybe there was some backlash or something that I missed. But certainly not. I think. Here we go. Matt Harrison is here. Matt, can you hear us?
What is happening, Matt? Luchando con firmeza, serás el triunfador. Dos que animan la afición. Malaga.
I'm not going to hear anything you're saying, but it was a very fans were a bit pissed off here. It sounded like when the players didn't come over and clap, they'd gone straight down the tunnel, and I didn't think they're very good. But we're happy. Vamos Huesca. Vamos Huesca.
Chants of Huesca at the stadium from Christian Mahowski, and also you don't deserve to wear this shirt.
That's a big statement. Question. This is what we want to see.
I've got to say, this day I can happily quite watch this all night, but
yeah.
It's such a shame that, like I say, it's ending in boos and whistles. I don't like that necessarily. Kind of goes against what Pablo Guede is building as well. See you later, Matt.
That was Matt.
So no, but what are we thinking about that then? You know, you're not fit to wear the shirt type chant, whistles, boos, them going straight down the tunnel. You know, you're not going to get 25,000 Malaga fans going away to Lugo, are you? That was your chance for some to pay their respect to the fan base who supported them through some turgid football this season.
Yes. That'll be the last match for many, at La Rosaleda for many of those players, I'd say.
It's strange that Guede didn't make them go and acknowledge it, though, unless, like I say, it appears he was in discussions with Escassi at the end there. Whether, like I say, Escassi has told them not to bother or something like that. It'd be interesting to know what happens there. I imagine there will be a bit of a backlash to that, unfortunately. But yeah, what a dour note to put your survival on, really.
Definitely. We are still live on. Are we still live on Twitter?
We're still live everywhere, my friend.
Oh yes, we are. So I'm going to share this. We are still live. Join us for the post-match.
I'm going to put out the post now.
Are you doing it?
No, I'm going to do the full time.
Okay.
Full time.
So usually, yeah, we got it all. Usually you don't get to see what happens behind the screen, but usually it's a big... it's quite a thing on a Malaga match day for us.
Mm.
We're pretty busy all day.
Just watching that chance again for Lawrence Zuniga, and it's just literally the defender if he'd have been a second later, it would have gone in. Fantastic stuff from him. It's just a shame for Lorraine as well that he did not grab that goal. But it's very, like I say, a bit of a. I don't know how I feel. I'm buzzing that we're safe.
Yes,
but I'm also a
me too.
bit like,
So let me to take it off topic for a little bit. What do we do on a Malaga match day? Everything starts in the morning when we prepare all the images that we're going to use during the day, and then we're keeping an eye out on everything that happens during the day. We're paying attention almost the whole day to our phones. Then we talk everything through, who's doing what. And then the match starts, or an hour before the match. I wait until we get a message from Malaga CF, but that's not every week. So we also have to keep an eye out on the lineups. And when the lineup is there, then Nick does his job and goes very fast into doing the Malaga lineup. And then the match starts, and we basically are busy the whole match doing live scores through Twitter, Facebook. And then halftime comes, and then we quick do the image. Are you doing it? Am I doing it? Who's doing the image? And then it's halftime, and then we have like 5 minutes to ourselves, and then we prepare for the start of the second half. And then we do all of that again, and then we have, after the match, we post the full time, we do the statistics, then we listen to what Pablo Guede has to say in his press conference, and then we go through all the tweets to see if anything special happened, and then we're busy like 1 or 2 hours after the match still with everything.
Oh, definitely. It's a busy old time, and these live streams as well will. I think it's safe to say this one's gone rather well to begin with.
Yes.
We're now to 2 hours 37 minutes.
I think, to be honest, it's much easier doing this than doing score updates.
I agree.
Because
and we all get
with substitutions with the subs of the rival, it's hard because then everything goes so quick, and you're still working on the last post.
But if you want some great news, and I don't know if this is some great news to finish on, Mr. Harrison has confirmed to us that permanencia, is that right? Permanencia means Pacharan. So we will be getting a Pacharan video tonight. And if you're at home as well and want to celebrate Malaga's safety, although in ominous circumstances, then treat yourself to a Pacharan tonight. I'll be on the Victoria. I think a couple of people have already tweeted us as well with their Victoria. So Vamos Victoria. I'm going to send some to you as well, Chris.
Oh, lovely.
Post. As a safety present.
Mines are empty already. So what do you guys think? Who is your Chumbo? Who's your Biznaga?
Oh, do we not need to save that for the pod?
And if you're still listening and watching us, send us your Biznaga and Chumbo. Chumbo and Biznaga.
I think it's difficult tonight, to be fair, because I think there wasn't anybody who really stood out for me in both categories. I think Escassi had a good game. Gennaro had a good game. I think, unfortunately, Alex Fabas didn't live up to the hype in this game either. I think he was rather poor, all things considered. Danny Lorenzo, who I know Matt mentioned, he's a good shout as well. What about you guys? What do you think?
For Chumbo, I would probably pick difficult one. Alex is busy working on the
statistics.
Is he doing the statistics?
Not too sure, to be fair.
It would be the first time this season. Let's hope he does. I'm not sure who I would give the Chumbo to. I think it's a difficult question, to be honest.
Maybe one we need to percolate over for the podcast recording in the midweek on that front. So we can have clear heads and maybe watch some stuff back potentially.
Definitely. Shall we try and look if we can get...
Second again. We're still live, but we're still waiting to see Mr. Harrison.
Hello, I can hear you a bit clearer now. I'm on. As some mopeds fire up. I'm on my way to Barcelona, Madrid. I don't know if I'm going to do the patch around there. I'm waiting to confirm. Hey, Stokey's here. Go on, we're live on TV. Hey, Malaga, fucking lucky. There you go.
What is he saying? Where's Stokey?
Yeah. I'm at a zebra crossing. I should cross. I can't remember what I was going to say now. We're happy.
We're happy too.
Yeah, the patch run, I don't know if it's going to happen here. It might happen in town later. I am waiting for confirmation from my new best friend, Christian Makowski, whether I'm going to do it with him. I do need to charge my phone. My phone is dying.
Matt,
what was can I ask on TV? What was the general consensus of the game?
We were not very good.
We were bad.
Okay, that's good.
We were very bad. Though. But to be honest, I don't give a shit. Am I allowed to say shit because we don't have peeps here? I don't care.
Yeah, we're live. We cannot.
I don't know if you hear. There's a lot of whistling and booing at the end, and
why did the players didn't go to the fence?
I don't know. They were on the pitch for about 2 or 3 minutes, and you could see them thinking about it. And then when they walked off, the place went crazy, and it was like. And actually, the only thing, the whole stand was shouting for Guede. Everyone was chanting Guede, and he just went down the tunnel. He's the one everyone wanted, and there was a gang of people in front of me, like giving their middle finger to the players, but they all wanted Guede. But
do you think
he's too cool? Pardon?
Do you think the Dolce & Gabbana shoes made the difference today?
Did he have them?
Yeah.
I don't think he had them. I saw he was wearing white trainers, to be fair.
Right.
I can't recognise.
Well, they did make a difference. I thought that's the worst we've played under him, actually. So
we said something similar, Matt. It was either that or Las Palmas, but I think, to be fair, with Las Palmas...
I'm amongst their Barcelona now, so I'm going to have to love you and leave you guys.
So, Matt, one more question.
Almost.
One more question.
He does not want to answer your questions.
No,
Chris.
he always does that when I want to ask him something. So shall we take a look if we can listen to Pablo Guede his press conference?
Yes. If we go on YouTube, I feel like I can grab a stream up for us.
Yes. I'm looking at it right now. Maybe you can take a look.
I can do that for you guys now.
And let's see what he has to say. And then we will try and do a little translation.
Well, we had a couple of Chumbos and Biznagas coming. David Huell says Payburns for Chumbo, I think. And then Carl Smith thinks Biznaga for Daniel Lorenzo, which, to be fair, I probably agree with on that one. I think he ran his socks off, did he?
We're waiting for the first managers come in. I'm not sure what they're going to do.
They always start with the visiting coach, with Calero.
Julian Calero.
He will be the first, but it won't take long. So yes. So what will Malaga need to change next season?
A lot, I think. Strikers, probably one of the highest on the top of the list. I think defenders, it'd be interesting to see what happens in the goalkeeping department, whether, the signing that we all think is, pretty much done, well, is done, whether that's going to fill the boots of Danny Martin. And I think the two top, necessities for next season are a striker and a central defender, if not two of both of those.
Definitely. Well,
we have a big message here from Colin. It's bad when we have to rely on other teams to secure safety. Some big signings needed next season. One has to be a striker who can score goals. Another 2 centre-backs for sure as well.
Agree, but I will tell you that the first signing won't be any of those two. Won't be a striker and won't be a central defender.
I think we're going to be surprised by some of Guede's signings. If I'm being honest.
The first, and that's news. I don't know which newspaper brought it first, but the first signing will be Alex Febas. Malaga is going to sign him.
Good. I think to be fair, he is someone that obviously enjoys playing here. Is talented when he wants to be. He didn't really show it tonight for me, unfortunately, but he has done in other games. He's good to form part of that spine. I think to be fair, that's the thing.
Guede is about to join us. Finish. What were you saying, Siri Nick?
I was just saying I think he'd be really good. Obviously, I know that Manolo Gaspar is the person that is in charge of the signs, but I think he's going to give Guede a bit of flex to offer some advice. And I think we'll see some players come across from South America, some more Argentinians, maybe some more Chileans.
Alex, is he started?
Yes. Can you guys hear this? Maybe better if I play it on my phone.
Where you see it, I'd say I'd put it on my
on
screen.
YouTube.
When is saying sorry? That's the first thing he says.
Will we be told off for broadcasting this? Do you reckon?
Yes?
We would be told off?
No. Everything the club does, we can share. Don't worry about that.
I'm trying to find it.
And if they don't like it, they have my phone number.
Pero creo que las maneras, la forma no logré en casa lo que hicimos bien fuera, no fui capaz, ¿vale? ¿Y qué pasó? Lo que viene pasando. Lo que viene pasando en momentos acá en casa no controlamos los momentos como los controlamos fuera, ¿no? Y bueno, el fútbol te pone donde te mereces, es así. Por ahí nosotros merecíamos salvarnos y por ahí de esta manera.
Oh, 1 second.
Ganar adelante de tu afición y eso es triste. Y más con cómo se volcaron con nosotros hoy cuando llegué se me caían las lágrimas. De toda la gente después de la temporada que le dimos no poder corresponderle dentro de la cancha, eso me duele en el corazón. Pero es la verdad, al que le pique que se rasque.
Can you see that?
We don't have any sound.
I should say I don't know if we are allowed to share La Liga content.
Oh, that's what I was just looking for.
We're not allowed to share La Liga content.
You said it was fine, Chris. So if they come after me,
if it would come,
house.
if it no, that won't happen. If it's on the club's website, it's no problem. But La Liga, they wouldn't like it. We can use the sound though.
Yeah,
of La Liga.
If you don't tell, I won't tell. Colin Sheehan says as well, thanks for that news, Chris. Fabregas has been fantastic since joining. When he hasn't played, it showed how much we missed him. With most of his appearances off the bench being inspirational with a few goals and assists, big signing for next season for sure.
Definitely.
Apresurarse, lo dije en la semana que era un partido para tener mucha paciencia, pasara lo que pasara. 0-0.
It would be a game to have a lot of patience.
Y no la tuvimos.
And we didn't have it.
Isa Sánchez. ¿Qué tal, Pablo? Muy buenas noches. Justo mi pregunta iba por ahí. Habías pedido toda la semana paciencia, habías pedido que el equipo estuviera un poco al margen de toda la euforia que se estaba viviendo alrededor. ¿Qué ha pasado? ¿No la habéis tenido? ¿Os habéis dejado llevar por un ambiente que quería que le explicaras un poquito a ese aficionado que se va a casa hoy hecho polvo?
No tuvimos la paciencia
We
ni
didn't
la
have the patience,
que
not the will to fight.
este partido tan importante.
It was such an important match.
No te podría decir esto pasó porque lo hubiera tratado de resolver en el momento, ¿no? pero no tuvimos esa paciencia, esa fluidez de balón rápido, llevarlo de banda a banda.
We weren't fluent in our
para que ellos saltaran, para agarrarle la espalda.
fast passing.
No lo tuvimos. Y no hay que darle más vuelta al tema porque es así.
We don't have to.
Diario.
Hola, Paula. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien. ¿Tú?
Con los sentimientos encontrados. Feliz porque un año más estamos en segunda, pero la
He
manera...
has mixed feelings. He's happy because another season in Segunda, but
Quiero preguntarte por un aspecto un poco...
not happy about the result.
El Burgos se ha plantado muy bien en el centro del campo, aún así tú has insistido en entrar por ahí con centros desde los laterales, pero los laterales no avanzaban, centraban desde la posición del banquillo. No sé si desde...
Los últimos 10. Eso lo pedí en los últimos 10 ya cuando metí a Secu, a Loren y a Robert adentro, porque veía que no estábamos ganándole ni las espaldas por dentro, ni las espaldas de sus carrileros por fuera. Entonces los últimos 10 sí decidí eso, que fueron las 2 jugadas que tuvimos ahí, porque ya vi que por dentro era imposible.
He decided for the last 10 minutes, if I'm right, Alex, to play the long cross.
La afición, el lleno y demás, porque tenías que los jugadores se han despistado.
Por eso no quería entrar. Quería tratar de mantenerlo al margen porque yo sé lo que es esto, la responsabilidad que conlleva esto. Entonces, las emociones hay que saber manejarlas.
You have to know how to manage emotions during a game.
Precisamente por eso, Mister, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas.
¿De dónde eres?
Mariano Nogales, 101.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás, Mariano?
Verde de nuevo, aunque sea en esta situación.
Sí.
Quería preguntarle a usted, que ha sido jugador del Málaga, que ha vivido momentos históricos del club, ¿qué necesitaba este grupo para salir lo enchufado que requería el partido? Es decir, ha habido recibimiento, 25.000 personas en un partido de segunda división, que hay clubes en primera que no son capaces de conseguirlo. ¿Qué necesita este grupo?
What does this group
Paso
need?
palabra. Perdóname. Haceme otra si querés sin ningún tipo de problema.
José
He's not
Galindo, Radio
answering that
Marca.
question. Interesting.
Buenas noches, Pablo, ¿qué tal?
¿Cómo estás?
Press conferences are very interesting.
No es por malo, es porque puedo decir cualquier cosa. Decime.
Me gustaría preguntarte cómo se ha vivido desde dentro ese final del partido en el vestuario, que has podido hablar con los jugadores y te ha dado tiempo después del partido.
How was it in
o
the
cómo se
dressing
ha
room?
reaccionado
What
a
did
esa
you
pitada
talk about
monumental que ha
players
habido?
with in the dressing room after the game?
¿Cómo querés que reaccionemos? Con la cabeza agacha y las orejas así. Si llevan razón. No hay otra manera de reaccionar. Llevan razón. Es que llevan razón. No
Is he
puede
saying the fans are...
I think so.
Juan Carlos Tirado, Canal Sur Radio.
Sounds like he's
Buenas, Juan
disappointed
Carlos,
in the
¿cómo
players.
estás?
Yeah.
Yo aquí voy a incidir lo de Mario, entonces
He's saying that the fans are right.
me sorprende lo que comenta, tú que has vivido aquí auténticas calderas y sabes lo que es la afición. Y hombre, a mí me choca mucho que un profesional, porque estamos hablando de profesionales, se vea superado por eso.
It does look as if like the Malaga players didn't want to go. Like say they purposely stayed in the centre circle.
Puede cambiar el equipo de una semana a otra, porque por ejemplo el día de Tenerife lo borda, estábamos todos súper contentos y hoy es que el equipo, no sé si eso lo puede contestar también o
He
no.
asks if a team can change in 1 week difference.
No tengo explicación.
Last week's win, this week's loss.
No tengo explicación. No la
He
tengo.
said he doesn't have an
Si
explanation.
la tuviera, yo creí que era con el tema de la paciencia, de tratar de mantener la tranquilidad y la frialdad que tuvimos en Tenerife. Aparte había que hacer lo mismo, pero no sé,
If he knew why
donde estaba todo a nuestro
we
favor.
didn't perform, or why
Desde que
what was different
llegamos a la
about today,
esquina
then obviously he would have
Hasta acá, hasta
changed
acá
that, but
adentro.
he doesn't know why we didn't perform as we did
Por
against
eso
Tenerife.
dije antes que el fútbol te pone donde corresponde, lo dije desde el primer día. Nos puso que nos teníamos que salvar por 5 puntos, ¿vale? Pero no las maneras. Eso es clarísimo.
Javier Batista, Cope Málaga.
Hola, Pablo. ¿Qué
¿Cómo
tal?
te, Jaime? Bien.
Bien. Bueno,
He
como
said basically what football will give you what you deserve.
preguntar por el futuro, porque claro, ya la temporada prácticamente ha
You
terminado.
get what you give.
A este equipo para la próxima temporada, para que no vuelva a pasar lo que ha pasado en este mes y medio que llevas por aquí, que ya has visto tú de primera mano
What will you do? What can you do next season
de la tijera a ese vestuario
to
para la próxima
prevent
temporada?
from happening what happened this season?
Te voy a decir la verdad, si querés. ¿Cuándo tengo rueda de prensa? ¿Una semana? ¿Qué día? El viernes te lo contesto, el jueves, el viernes. No perdí un solo segundo en pensar en eso. A partir de ahora sí hay que empezar a pensar en eso. Si querés me repetí la pregunta el viernes, el sábado, te la respondo porque ahora te voy a mentir, porque no lo pensé.
Te la cambio entonces.
Sí.
En todo este tiempo has visto los
Sí,
problemas que
tal
han
cual,
habido,
tal cual,
los
sí.
jugadores. Imagino que en tu
El
mente,
examen,
el examen,
sí,
exacto.
sí.
Habrás pensado
Sí,
en
sí.
la cama por la noche, a esto hay que meterle mano
Sí,
por aquí.
pero esto es un trabajo de equipo, ¿no? Con el club y eso yo
He doesn't know what to respond,
voy a
so he
seguir.
asked
Lo que yo no vine al
the
Málaga para pedir,
journalist to ask
no
the
para
question
hacer
again
recuerdo.
in a week
Entonces es una
on
cuestión
what needs to be
todo
changed.
lo que se puede y no se puede hacer, porque no tengo ni idea, no sé ni lo que es el límite salarial, te lo juro por mis hijos, no.
He doesn't know what the salary cap will be next season, so he doesn't know what the options
No
are.
tengo ni idea, porque no me importó nada. Entonces, cuando me asesore, me prepare, yo daré mis opiniones y empezaremos a hablar tranquilamente y con tiempo, que tenemos bastante tiempo para poder desarrollar con garantías la semana que viene, la temporada que viene, que con lo que se merece la gente.
They will have time enough to discuss what will happen next season.
Pablo, la valoración del partido, bueno, habitualmente siempre dice que esto es de los jugadores, cuando se consiguen los triunfos, el otro día en Tenerife, sin ir más lejos, y hoy has dicho que hoy no he sabido darle la vuelta a esto. ¿Por qué asumen la culpa cuando es negativo y por qué los méritos son para los jugadores?
Porque tiene que ser así. Tiene que ser así. No ponga palabras en mi boca que no dije. Yo no dije libreta. No dije que no hay ni libreta ni nada. No, yo no dije libreta. Ya te contesté, ¿no?
Emilio Guerrero.
Pablo, de verdad, nunca había vivido este ambiente. He visto no ascenso del Málaga cuando estaba todo hecho. He visto jamás.
Say again, sorry.
Sounds like everybody's having a question tonight.
Yeah.
¿Te ha pasado esto alguna vez?
This is every week.
I think Guede's getting a bit ratty.
Yeah, I think
They're
he wants out, fair, doesn't he?
They're asking the same question over and over again, where he's already said, I'm not answering that one.
Es lo peor. Free, demasiado.
Well, Cerveza Victoria polished off.
Juegan un papel.
I think that'll do nicely.
Cuando estuve en San Lorenzo.
Ooh,
What happened?
my phone ran out of battery.
Okay. We have to prepare these things better.
Yes. Not bad for a first run, though.
No, it went really well.
Well, I thought that was brilliant.
What did you think of Pablo Guedes' words?
I think it's very fair. Sorry, what were you going to say, Nick?
I was going to say I think he spoke very, very eloquently, and I understood every word he said.
Shall we ring a company in San Sebastian?
No.
A restaurant.
No. I think I'd have to remove you from the stream then.
Why?
What restaurant was that?
To be fair, I think if you ring a company in San Sebastian and said Real Sociedad B have been relegated, they'll turn around to you and say, "We've got a team in La Liga."
They probably would actually. That's a good point.
Say, we've got a team that are playing European.
Or shall we ring somebody in Huesca? just to thank them.
Yes.
Okay. Peña Huesca.
Well, we are clocking up to 3 hours on this live stream. I need my tea. I'm pretty sure my wife isn't going to be happy that I've been up here for 3 hours either. So I think we might have to love you all and leave you all. But thank you very much for everyone at home who has joined us for this watch along. We are going to be doing this more and more often. I think obviously starting next week against Lugo, we'll bring you the last game of the season. And I think we'll get into the habit of doing this every week instead of doing the score updates, you say, didn't you, Chris? So
and if you want to join us, because yes, we cannot all join every week, because although we watch the matches live, we also somehow try to fit in a how do you call it, a private life or a private life, just a normal life. Not private. My life is definitely not private. You can ask me anything. I will give you answer. But we're also trying to fit in a bit of a life. So sometimes I watch live when I'm at a birthday or. Yeah, that's the thing. When you do this, you have to watch every game. Mm-hmm. So yes, if you want to join the Guiricast for our what is it? What are we calling it? Our match days. It's not a watch along, I think.
I think we need to find the perfect Spanish phrase for this that we can advertise.
Then just send us a private message or a direct message, or follow us on OnlyFans. And then,
swipe left, no, swipe right on Tinder.
Yeah.
You do the thing, Chris.
Super like on things like that, pretending like I know what I'm talking about. But no, well, we've clocked up 3 hours. It's good news is Malaga Club de Football are safe. They'll be playing Segunda Football next season. We'll be back next weekend for the Lugo game as a bit of a watch along. However, do listen to the podcast in the middle of the week, where Matt, Chris, Alex, and myself most likely will be bringing you the debrief from the Burgos game and looking ahead to that Lugo game as well. And thank you very much to you guys for joining us too. Chris Marquez, thank you very much to yourself.
Thank you, Alex. Are you doing the statistics?
I've done them. I just need to post them now, actually.
Okay.
I got a bit sidetracked with the... Actually, if you could post them, actually, my phone's dead.
I will post them.
I believe
I thought I was done for today. I woke up at 6 this morning to go to work.
I've done all of them. You just need to
put them all on.
Can you send them then?
It should be on Canva.
Oh, of course.
On that note as well, then, Alex Ashmore, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. It was good to join. And yes, very happy that Malaga are safe for another year. And hopefully, just hopefully next year, we can talk about stuff at the other end of the table.
Absolutely. And I've been Nick Bell. I've had an absolute joy doing this live stream for you all. It's been fantastic. We'll look ahead to next week's Vamos Malaga. Caramencia means Pacharan. Keep your eyes peeled on the socials for that one later.
It's coming.
Thank you very much, guys. Have a great weekend, and we shall see you all soon.